Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I hope you're all well on this fine Wednesday morning, June the 25th at 7:44 in the morning. I apologise for being slightly late this morning. I was assembling some new information for you, which I think you're going to find quite interesting. Let's get into it. Times are about to change. We are approaching, as you can see, an all-time high on everything, basically. But what comes next? Who's buying? What they're buying? Cathie Wood said Circle was great until she dumped it. Tesla doing great until it's not. What is now going to take over the S&P? What's going to lead the S&P? What's going to take us to the next all-time highs? Because these all-time highs are just about to occur in just a couple of seconds. We're pretty much there. But what happens next? If you are a new investor and you're starting for the first time, what do you buy? What do you do? Where do you go? What's right for you? World War III. Is it on? Is it off? Did we take out the nuclear sites? Trump says we did. His intelligence services say, no, you didn't. Who do we trust? The Bank of Japan. Carry trade. Just round the corner. Tariffs. We're about to have the final hurrah in our tariff story. Bitcoin. Everyone is about to buy Bitcoin. Should you buy it? Do you already own it? Are you going to get it by default without even knowing you own it? What about the Fed? Well, we heard from the Fed yesterday, a dovish Fed. Are we going to get rate cuts in July? I predicted them in June. I was wrong, but will they come in July? I think so. They should have come in June. Why? What comes next? What are we doing? Where do we go? Hopefully on this show today, we're going to cover it all for you. I've got a plethora of headlines. Live on the show tomorrow, I've got the next in the CEO series. Widepoint, big news. They're on the show, sharing a world exclusive you don't want to miss. Iran's foreign ministry says nuclear sites badly damaged. Trump says they're obliterated. His intelligence says miss. Iran says hit. Take your pick, folks. Federal judge blocks Trump admin from withholding EV charging funds. Trump's trying to save money, not giving incentives to EVs. That's a good catalyst for Tesla. What's going on there? Tesla market share shrinks in the EU. Registrations drop 40% since Trump and Elon's bromance broke up. It hasn't repaired any damage in Europe. People just do not want Teslas anymore in Europe. Is that a problem? Are you concerned about that? Tesla robotaxis violate traffic laws. We got Teslas driving up the wrong street, the wrong way. We got all sorts going on, all caught on camera. And now the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, is going, hang on a minute, are we ready for this? And finally, Gorilla. We've had the CEO on the show. It's coming on again. Gorilla Technology, massive pump. Happens every time they come on the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the big show. It's lovely to have you here. We are 3 days away from our big event. On Friday, we are 4 years old. And last night I shared with you a very personal and emotional bit of music I recorded with a hidden message. And once again, it was wasted. Nobody picked it up. Nobody got the messages. I shared a recording last night of something that it was me singing. Some people thought it was the Pet Shop Boys, but it was me singing. And I recorded something I put on X and on this channel in preparation for Friday, of what's coming on Friday. And not one person picked it up. But there you go. That's the way it goes when you create stuff. You think, I wonder if anybody will feel this and get it. And not one person did. Never mind. Who is here this morning? Smash the like button. We've got 207 people watching. Let's get 100 likes in 1 minute. So please do tap the like button and share this out. By tapping the like button, you're more likely to see my content in the future. If you don't hit the like button, YouTube may suggest something else, and also shares it out to more people, so more people will join us and we can do more good. So there you go. Tap the like button. Consider subscribing. If you are new, we are coming up to 100,000 subscribers. We're very, very excited about that. Let me share you the progress. Where are we now? We are 86,173 on our road to 100,000 when we get a nice silver plaque on the wall. So thank you for all who have subscribed and supported our channel thus far. All right, let me bring in all the comments and questions so far. We've got James, who was here first. Thank you, James. Good morning, everyone. Steve Mariano, Cowboy Bob, DJ Dance. Good morning, all. What tomfoolery do we have in store for today? Tomfoolery. Good morning, Martin. Zach Zeit is here from Israel, now in California. Good morning, everyone. Wishing everyone a great day. Absolutely. Eugene, good morning, everyone. Amia, good morning to you. So I wake up each morning thinking the same thing. So I'm much happier when I see all the green. Then, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you all have a great day. We will certainly have a great day. We always have a great day, one way or another. Carol Delange, good morning. Henrik from Denmark, how are you? Craig, lovely to see you. Who's still holding Hood like me? Robinhood is going to go in the S&P, and you're going to see it go a lot higher. Some people are coming up with silly predictions. We're not going to do that, but we can give it a good number. If you have joined from X, by the way, let me know that you are from X and you get a shout out, because I was on X just a few moments ago. I now every morning give you a little taster of the show on X. If you want to know what's coming up on today's show, there is my X. There's my Instagram. I go live on X just for a couple of minutes just to tell you what's happening on the show. Gives you a heads up. It's a good little thing to do every morning. You know what's coming up in the show before anyone else does. Who's still holding Hood? Have to say, my pessimistic nature. I keep expecting a red day, but green all the way so far. Afternoon from a very hot Kent. Good afternoon, Simon. Lovely to have you here. Looking forward to that one. Like the company and the CEO, but share price has taken a beating lately. Light on the way in, and there you go. Pascal, BBAI breakout. If you become a member, we'll cover it for you. Could be Pascal, as BBAI is already in two major airports, Dallas and Denver. Hi everyone. Nvidia booming towards 150 today. Yes, we are talking AI and Bitcoin. There's so much we're covering on the show today. Okay. Hi to all. Did Martin give away any news on Gorilla yesterday? No, because we didn't get the 30 super chat, so we're doing it this morning. Good morning, Jay Harrington. Yestin, good morning. What happened to SPCE? Let's have a quick look. You're one of my members, SPCE. I'll just give you a quick rundown of the stock so you can have a look. SPCE is up 0.34. What about it? What about it? The overall position, the S&P is going up to all-time highs, 563 is VU, all-time high. 295 Palantir is literally on fire, but how you can buy this at like 1,100 times earnings, I have no idea. Gold is going down, just like I said. People dump gold to buy something that makes money. What was the point of it? Amazon, look at Amazon today. Apple, do you like this new screen? I can show you much clearly, much bigger the stocks. If you like this, let me know. I worked on this yesterday. If you just say yes in the chat if you like seeing the stocks much bigger like this, hopefully, because some of you watch, most of you now actually watch on big screen TVs, but a lot of you still watch on phones. So you might be you might be seeing things a bit easier now. Enphase Energy, the best stock you can buy on the stock market. Been telling everybody it was on one of our best predictions. The all-time high is seconds away now. We are breaking up again. Johnson & Johnson going to $200. Oil is pretty flat today. Tesla back up again. We'll be talking about it. McDonald's is up. Well, it's flat really. Google is going up. This is one to fall from grace soon, as predicted. Do you agree with that? Microsoft, this is the big AI play of the future. Nvidia, it did everything we said it would do and some now. Walmart looking strong. I know it's going sideways, but prepare for a breakout. Tilray Brands worth 0. Robinhood, 85 now. Look at that, 85. Broke through all targets. Imagine buying that for $8 when we were originally in. IonQ, Rocket Lab. Plug Power, look at this, rubbish, don't buy it. Bitcoin, 0.9, what an opportunity a couple of days ago when it went to 98. You've already made like 10%, can you believe it? Pretty good, eh? But we're expecting big things now from Bitcoin. I was just on the phones a few moments ago getting some information here. Here we go, all-time high, just literally a blink of an eye. Where's my 3-month badge? Where? I don't know where your 3-month badge is. It will do it automatically. If you are in between 1 month and 2 months, 3 months will come next. DMAT asking the same question. DMAT asking this. Matt Johnson, I was asking the same question. Harrington, after the next payment, it will update. That's right, 4 years old, almost time for a Muslim wedding. I've no idea what that means. The song was It's a Sin, I Don't Get It. Walker wonders why. I'm glad you listened to it though. I'm glad you listened to it. Anyway, I don't think there was a 3 months badge. I think it's 6. That's next. I'm over 3 months too, but mine says 2. It's been discussed before. Yeah, is it 1, 2 and 6? I think that might be it. I think that might be, you're in between badges. It's like when you get a 1 year, you have to wait a whole year to get a 2 year. All right, there's not like 1 year in a day, 1 year in 2 days. It doesn't work like that. Please, any comment on petroleum and uranium? Yes, uranium, you want to be in nuclear. Yeah, want to be in nuclear. Morning from the UK. I've got the brains, you got the looks. Let's make lots of money. Vin man, love it. Morning from Communist State, Illinois. Josh Keith, what's all that about? The newsletter is out. DCA debunked in this one. Dollar cost average debunked in this one. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to read that one. I cannot wait. Dollar cost average debunked in this one. Did Sensei go against me? Did he say to me, did he say something like dollar cost averaging is a great thing, or Martyn's right with buying with conviction? I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. He writes what he writes. He's free to write what he writes. Good morning, Martyn. Good morning from Tennessee. Lovely to have you here. Cockney Cabby. I love it. Another great day. Good morning, Slavo. I've had Hood 34 average. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Let's go. I came from X. Darkened Ninja. I came from X. If you did come from X, big shout out to you. Every morning now, I go live on X for 5 minutes to give you a little preview of the show. You get a bit of a heads up. There's X in the account. Make sure you follow me there and catch my morning updates of what I'm doing on the show before I do it. Pretty good. Thank you very much, Darkened Ninja. I'd like to invite you to become a member of the channel, and you get many, many perks. We're here to help people. Soon I'll be the not so much the secret millionaire. You'll all see it live on the show. I'm here to help people, right? I'm just here to help people, provide a service and something to be proud of. That's why I'm here. Enjoy. Morning, everyone. I just bought a lot more ZBCN this week. Good luck to you. Enphase also is my best tip of the year. Martyn, please any comment on the recent Tesla? Yes, I'm going to cover it in a few moments. Afternoon, bro. Looking forward to XRP breakout. I'm not anybody's bro. I'm just Martyn. Yes, Martyn. Yes, Martyn. Yes. Yes, you like it. You like it. Good. I was asking people a few seconds ago, do you like the new big screen like this, where you can see the stocks more? I was asking, look at Palantir. Oh my gosh. Look at it, look at it. Gold selling off. Poor old Sensei, he loves his gold, doesn't he? Oh, well, you try and tell these young guys, they don't listen. He keeps buying his gold. Yes, you love it. Yes, you love it. Yes, you love it. Yes, 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 yes. I'm really happy. That must make it a lot easier for everyone. It was difficult to get it to look right, though, so it took a while. We've also got the date on the show. I'm going to add that soon to the other screens as well. At the moment, it's only there, look. It's only there. I don't know how to make that look right yet. The date. Imagine the date to the show so you know when it was streamed live. Even though it says under the video, people still go, what's the date? When's this live? Well, I'm live now, but well, what date is it? Well, it's now because you're sitting here. I have to sometimes do things I think, really? Good morning. Why are the countries and central banks and BRICS buying gold at all-time amounts? Also, a couple of days ago, France and Germany want their gold delivered. That's interesting. I don't know about that. There is no 3-month badge. It goes from 2 months to 6 months, then 1 year. Thank you, Vanessa. Thanks for, I forget. To be honest with you, it's best asking you because, you know more than I do half the time. Morning, guys. Also, Basel 3. Okay, so we will see. I predicted stock market was green yesterday. Markets will be red today. I think you said, was it you yesterday? You went, no, actually, I don't think it was you. Someone kept saying it's going to go red in 5 minutes, red in 5 minutes. I said, why was that then? I forget who it was, and I was completely dismissing it. Yuri Chaban, good morning. Virgin Galactic agreed to settlement to space investors in stock news. Thank you for that, Brian. I'll go and check that out. Great. Any good news on WYY? Well, of course, they're coming on the show live tomorrow. Sensei is going to cover it in the newsletter. You're going to get it before... I'll tell you that in a minute. Good morning from Australia. Breakfast bar. You're going to get... Breakfast bar, I'll cover that as well. You're going to get news on the CEO being on the show and what he has to say before he's on the show. This is a world extra exclusive. Breakfast bar, apparently something in the breakfast bar. Mike shared a picture. I love it. The first anniversary. Thank you, Mike. It's our 4th anniversary, of course, on Friday. There will be first come, first serve, a very small, limited number of the 4th year anniversary mug. Many of you collect the mug every year. We have the 4th year. You got the whole series. Tomorrow, on Friday, it will sell out, I guarantee, within the first 5 minutes. Be ready. It's a members-only event. So get ready for Monday to buy the 4th anniversary mug. I guarantee, because it does every time, it will sell out within the first minute because there'll be a very small number. Sensei is ready to put it on the shop. Your anniversary mug, loving end phase energy to get to 100 shares. Yes, congratulations. Go to see you all, Martin, and thank you. You're welcome. I came from my mum, but I follow you on X too. I got it. Yesterday, I was wrong about possible BTC small drop after Powell's speech. You were right. Yes, I was at 38, but good go. At $38, just into profit, holding for a while though. If you want to buy gold, buy the gold miners business, AEM. I disagree with that. If you want to buy gold, there's only one way to buy gold. You've got 2 choices. You buy gold like this, SPDR. This is the best way, the most efficient way, the most fluid way of buying gold. Or you could say you buy Bitcoin. That's an argument we'll have today on the show. Good morning, everyone. Sarmex, will Hood ever pull back? I don't think so for a while. I'm trying to see where it goes next. I made the $40 prediction. I was right. I then said I can see it going to 80. It hit 80 exactly. People are just guessing, but I'm looking at the business and there's huge potential and no downside. So I don't want to just make up a number. When I decided what I think the analysis tells me, I will let you know. But don't be surprised if we push through $100. So I'm really wouldn't be surprised if we woke up tomorrow. Don't forget it's going to go on the S&P, and when it does, that will be a catalyst. So it's kind of only one way it's going at the moment. Enphase up 10% the last week. You're very welcome, by the way. One of my best tips of the year. Is XRP spot ETF going to be delayed again? Sensei is the one to ask. Wussa, says Vanessa. Can you please take a look at QS? I have to focus on the members, I'm afraid. Juan S. I've got too many questions coming in from members. Good morning, Martin, the family. Good morning, everyone. Rude Dog and Martin. I got 25 shares of Google. What's your opinion on it? Yes, but I wouldn't be buying it into the future. I'd be buying it now and holding it. Don't chase it now. I think it's going to go sideways. Right. Let's get into all of it. We got 27 minutes before the bell goes. We'll cover the live bell.
Yeah. No, five and a
Bank
half
of
trillion
America,
roughly
my
global
favorite
IT
connections.
spend. They see the AI part of it growing to 820 billion by calendar year 30, and that is a
Trump's
huge
about to speak.
compounded annual growth rate.
Right. Now, there are people who are saying, look, Nvidia could be a $6 trillion company. Now, just a few months ago, we thought Nvidia was going to be destroyed by DeepSeek.
Didn't last too long, the old DeepSeek
that,
moment,
it was
but
like
yes,
boom, and then you had
a couple of weeks
day. Then you had Nvidia being shot down about China.
I'm just waiting
you
for
hear,
this.
wait a second, they've got these
White House
incredible
disputes
accelerated
Pentagon
computing
and Iran
chips.
damage.
They've always had that, and they have. Frankly,
when we get
when
Trump,
you see
I shall bring it to
data
you.
Center, the Indiana one, the Louisiana one. When you go into those,
so you don't want to switch off for a second today because I'm waiting for Trump to speak. He's about to speak live. We're going to cover that. We don't want to miss that.
I think it was heard on the street today in the Journal about Nvidia.
We've also got a world exclusive. I'm going to tell you about Gorilla today. I've also got a world exclusive because when I say world exclusives, I mean world exclusives, right? Way beyond Bloomberg and CNBC. I've got friends that they don't have, right? So when I say world exclusive, it's not just some theatrical moment. It's real, okay? Tomorrow, we've got the CEO of Widepoint on the show. You don't want to miss that. And I'm going to bring you that that news as well. And it will be in the newsletter tomorrow. So you want to make sure you stick around for that. Plus, I've got our training video out today. I'm sorry for the delay. There's been so much going on. I just can't bring everything. Right, Widepoint. There's no surprise. What's happening now? This is we're waiting for Trump any second. This is Widepoint. They're on the show tomorrow. Let me just go to it. Here we go. Selling off now. Buy the rumor, sell the news. This was the pump when we announced it. Some of you, I think, missed this. This was the week. We're rallying up. But here we are today. We've been going up 4.5%. This week, this month, everything's been rallying up. This was the moment we announced the event that the CEO was coming on the show. Everyone bought it, and now just before the CEO comes on the show, happens every single time. People are selling it. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Except it's not a rumor. We know he's coming on the show, but this is what happens. So when I announce it first. I post it on X like a week before. I've been doing it all week. Now, the day before, hours before, everyone's selling. So some of you said yesterday, oh, I just bought it. Don't buy it in the last few seconds, okay? It always rallies when the CEO comes on the show. We're on standby for Trump. That's why I'm just holding back on the news.
Yeah, remember it all.
I was not short the stock.
I think you started the street.
All right, so stand by. I don't want to. In fact, I tell you what I'll do. I will try to bring you as much as news as I can before we bring Trump live. And this is, I want to go to this because this is really, really important. So I'm going to, we got so much flipping news all at once. So let's do that now. I think I got through all of the comments. So while I'm doing all this, I'm going to do a few points then before we get into the meat of the bones of the show. Let me give you everybody the links first of all. If you want Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread, there are the referral links. Without referral links, you don't get the free trials, you don't get the discounts. So if you want the software I use, there it is. If you want to join me every Friday night for the party, or if you are a member on this channel and you have a birthday during the week, we celebrate your birthday every Friday, and you get to keep the video. It's a video card that you can get to download and keep. Every Friday, there's the music channel. You should always join me for celebrations on the Friday show. There's Instagram and X. I go live before the show and I tell you what's happening in the shows. And I also post before, it's the quickest way for me to get you the CEO information. There's the all link for the website, martynlucas.com. There's the extra channel if you want to follow me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week and not miss anything live on YouTube. There it is. There's our shop. Get ready for the shop, martynlucasshop.com, because on Friday, it's our 4th anniversary and we'll have the 4th anniversary collectible mug. There'll be a very small amount and I guarantee, 100% guarantee, they will sell out in the first 5 minutes. Not even 5, might be a minute. People just literally wait for them and buy them. There'll be a small amount. They'll sell out on Friday. The moment we start the show, you don't want to miss it. So there you go. There's Discord. We've got our next training video coming out today. Please be careful when you go in here. Don't accept a friend request from anyone pretending to be me. They're not me. I don't send friend requests. I don't sell you anything. You message me and you send me a friend request only when you'll remember. We've got our next training video out today. I pay to give you a full video training course learning how to read charts and navigate charts like Sensei. All right, so if you want a training course for free, it's provided for free, not free, I pay for it, included in our premium service. How much is our Discord premium? $2.99. So there you go. If you want to become a member, there's the membership link. You can become a member of the channel and get many, many perks. Here's Robinhood USA and Robinhood UK if you want free shares. Right, I'm watching out for Trump. We're keeping our eye. The moment Trump comes live, I will bring it to you. So I need to give you a few things. So let me create a few events now. I'm just going to make a few recorded videos. So please bear with me. 8, as we wait for Trump to take the stage. 8:09, 4th. Okay, here we go. Big event for all our members live on Friday, June the 27th. It's our 4th anniversary. Lots of surprises, giveaways, fun, drinking, falling off my chair, having a laugh, celebrating 4 years. We're approaching 100,000 subscribers. We've got an all-time high. We're making money. We've grown $5,000 to nearly $500,000 now. In fact, $465,000. Can you believe it? So we're going to celebrate. It's a members-only event because general subscribers will not want to watch the chaos. We will also have our 4th anniversary mug. Every year we bring out a mug as a collector's piece, and they're limited now because of the popularity, and they'll sell out in the first minute of the show. So make sure that you join us on Friday for the 4th anniversary party all day with a concert in the evening. You won't want to miss it. I promise you a great day. Lots of surprises. We'd like you to take part as well. So send in your videos of what the show means to you, what your favorite moments are. Maybe you just want to say hello and say a shout out to your favorite members, or all members, of course, would be nicer, to everybody on the channel. So send me in a video message I can play on the show on Friday. So record it on your phone, record it anywhere you like, send it in via Discord. You need to be a member of Discord. The links are below. For everybody in the chat, there is Discord. In the premium service, all our members are, so it's pretty much everybody. If you want to become a member, you can. There's the link in the chat. It will also be below. So you won't want to miss it. There are many, many perks. This is just one of those perks, and you'll be able to get your 4th anniversary collector's mug on Friday and celebrate with us. So bring the whiskey, bring the beer, whatever it is you like. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. I shall put the event over here when this video comes out. I'm making it live, so you're going, well, I can't see anything. It will be over here, and down here I shall put something, maybe the link to the shop, so the moment it comes out, you can get yourself that 4th anniversary mug. I'll see you on Friday. Until then, as always, thank you. As I've always said, I give you my lifetime. You give me the time of my life. I'm loving it. I'll see you on Friday. Take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, there's that. We're still waiting for Trump. Trump isn't on stage yet.
We can...
Just double checking everything. Now I've got the Widepoint news. WYY. This is an exclusive. Okay, here we go. Then if I have to break into this and do it again, I will. We're on standby for Trump. It's very, very important. Okay, so world exclusive members only event talking directly to the CEO of Widepoint. And this time round, because he's been on the show before, it's going to be even better and even more informative and even more world exclusive. Can it get better? Yep, we're always finding ways to get better. So tomorrow, which is June the 26th, live after the opening bell, we have the CEO, Jin, of Widepoint live on the show. Now, the moment we announce the event, as we always do, the stock rallies, because buy the rumor, sell the news. Many people get excited about a CEO coming on the show and everyone buys. And then just before the CEO comes on the show, there's a little bit of a dip. You can see it today. No surprise. This happens every time because we're going to bring you world exclusive information that you cannot afford to miss. I'm going to give you a little glimpse of what we're going to get. But also, you want to make sure that you are signed up to the newsletter, because tomorrow morning, before he comes on the show, you will have the questions and thoughts I'm going to put to Jin, the CEO. So you can't afford to miss this. Give yourself a heads up of a world exclusive. Not on CNBC, not on Bloomberg. They prefer to be here. It's what they tell me. There is the newsletter. Make sure that you've got that for the morning. You might as well go and get that, because you're going to have what I'm going to ask him, or some tasters for the event itself before the event goes live. Before he gets a chance to speak to the world, you will know what I'm likely to ask him. This is what happens when you click on the newsletter. Strongly recommend you do this one. If you are a full fan of the show and want the ultimate white glove service, you will choose founding member. However, if you are somewhere in between and you love the show but you just can't quite afford the white gloves, you might prefer the annual. This gives you a 7-day free trial so you can find out what the CEO is saying tomorrow on the show for free. How about that? Make sure that you do that. I've given you the link. Those watching later, I'll put the link below. Widepoint. What is going to be on the show? What might we expect on the show tomorrow? This is a little taster of what's coming up. Widepoint inks contract to provide device as a service support for Federal Health Research Agency. The Widepoint has secured a 1-year, $110,000 contract to deliver device as a service management and support for a prominent Federal Health Research Agency. I shall bring you more of that, much more depth tomorrow. You won't want to miss it. So there you go. That's Widepoint on the show. Now, if you want to get this information, all my CEO interviews are members only, because these are really powerful bits of information and we're always finding ways to serve our members most. And as 98% of our viewers are members, it's kind of everybody anyway. Click above my head. Down below in the description, I'll put all the links for the newsletter, to become a member, and to be able to watch the show for tomorrow. You won't want to miss it. Over here, I shall put the event itself, and down here, I'll put our big event for Friday. It's a members-only party. It's 4-year anniversary, and we're celebrating. It's a crazy day. If you've ever joined in our anniversaries, they're just me larking around because we've made so much money. We just get crazy. You know, like the Wolf of Wall Street, they went mental when they made money. That's what we do. We just go mental. We have naked showgirls running around, blowing trumpets. We just don't care. That's what's happening on Friday. Join us. YouTube love it. Every year it's like, oh God, am I going to get banned this year? So far, we've survived. They seem to enjoy it. In fact, I happen to know they tune in and watch. It's a great party. Click above my head, down below, over here for Widepoint, and down here for the 4th anniversary party. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, still on standby for Trump. We're waiting. Oh, let me go and refresh that screen. Stand by, guys. I'm just refreshing the screen. I just had an idea. I wonder if I can remote control the screen from the back of the
delivered to your door.
There we go. We're waiting for that. So now, Gorilla. I'll give you something on Gorilla. GRRR. Okay, let's have a look. GRRR. This has had a momentous rally this week. Okay, let me bring you this. Okay, keeping my eye out for Trump. Let me just get to this. Just bear with me. Got another exclusive for you. GRRR. Fundamental interview. Here we go. He gets it done. I like it. So we had a little contest about who's
you've
biggest.
got to have a little bit of rock and roll. I'm a child of the 70s.
Let me just see if I can find this here. Will I be able to ask a question on the earnings call? Yes, yes, yes. So please do email me. Keep in touch how I can be on the call. Could we see buyouts in the
likes of cybersecurity?
Just and I love that. And it takes
are in my pocket. That's all I'm focused.
So not just steer.
For me, you guys have created what I call a guerrilla cult. And I talked about this to Martyn earlier. This cult, which I'm seeing right now, and can I take a moment to say something? Is that okay with you?
Absolutely right.
Perfect. Well, I want to take a moment to speak directly, right, to all of our investors.
Okay, here we go. Let me just share this with you. So have I got time before Trump comes on? Yes, I have. I still got a few moments. So I've got the news. I want to share this. I want to share this. Okay, the time is, this will go out as its own video later, 8:21, 8:21 GRRR. Gorilla. We've had the CEO live on the show and plan to have him back on again. World exclusive for our members. What's going on? We've had a 22% rally this week from a Gorilla. Let's hear the last time the CEO was on the show. This is how he addressed all of you. Here he is.
Retail, our institutional investors, and more importantly, our long-term supporters. Right? These are the people who've actually truly become a part of the Gorilla journey. And over the last year, your unwavering belief for me has been quite staggering and nothing short of extraordinary. For me, you guys have created what I call a Gorilla cult. And I talked about this to Martyn earlier. This cult, which I'm seeing right now, and the fan following is absolutely amazing. And for that, I am deeply moved and eternally grateful. Now, your passion, your commitment, more importantly, the trust you have built in Gorilla and myself personally has been a driving force in everything we do, right? But truly, it has humbled me. I'll be honest, it has humbled me, and I am, learning. And I followed by the way, Stocktwits, Webull. It's bedtime reading for me. I do that on the flight. I have a 12-hour flight. I spend a lot of time reading and making sure that I'm responding, or at least adhering to what these guys are asking for, and responding to them and letting them know that we are on the right track, right? Whether we shorted, whether people are trying to make a quick penny out of us, that doesn't really matter. The long term, we will win, right? Martyn was talking about this pre going live. It's all about making your sacrifices and making sure how we can deliver. So I have learned that some people are doing significant personal sacrifices, taking loans sometimes from family to invest in Gorilla. Let me say this from the bottom of my heart. I am incredibly honored by the faith you've shown in Gorilla and in me personally, but I also do really care about your well-being. This is important for me because at any point of time you find yourself needing to prioritize paying off your loans, easing your financial pressures, and so on, I want you to know your well-being and your family stability is far more important for me than the size of your investment in Gorilla. Please never feel that stepping back in any way would disappoint me. It would definitely not. In fact, I would encourage to put your financial health and your family and your peace of mind first. That for me is a bigger gift and a source of my strength. Now, Gorilla for me is a journey. For all of us, it's a journey, and we're in it for a long haul. Whether you choose to stay with us as investors, whether you step back and focus on your personal priorities, you will always be part of the Gorilla story. And I promise you that we will work tirelessly to deliver results, build innovation, and make sure that this is a company where you've invested in and be very proud of.
That's the last time, just a few weeks ago, we had Gorilla live on the show. And as you can see how passionate the CEO is, he's a proper rock and roller, and hope to have him back again on the show. We are, as I'm making this, on standby to see Trump talk live to us. So I may have to cut in. But here is the news. The stock's been rallying recently. I'm bringing you the news now, and I'll be bringing you another world exclusive when I have the CEO back on the show shortly. Gorilla Technology to acquire CNS and CANS in Thailand. Gorilla Group has entered into an agreement to acquire CNS as well as communication and mobility subsidiary CANS. The transaction expected to close in the summer of 2025. Financial terms were not disclosed. This is why the stock is rallying. We know that the CEO is very actively moving around, building relationships as he does with me, and finding investment and expanding his strategic partnerships. So stand by for more information on Gorilla. I'm following this story. I love what this guy's doing, and the stock is moving. And this is a long-term investment. I know some people are taking quick profits, and there's nothing wrong with that. I always encourage you to take profits. Nothing wrong with taking profit. And as you heard from the CEO himself, he encourages you to take care of your health. But this is one for the future. I like this one. So I just wanted to give you a little update why it's moving. That's the reason, and what's going on in the background, and that I am talking with the company and excited to see where this goes next. All right, click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I shall put the Gorilla playlist with all our interviews and information. And down here, an event for Friday. On Friday, we have our 4th anniversary. It's going to be a crazy party, a bit like the Wolf of Wall Street, with all the naked showgirls running around the studio and banging and smashing and throwing dwarfs into walls. We're just going to be celebrating because we've made so much money. It's time to celebrate. Join us for the 4th anniversary. Just a joke. I know someone's going to complain. Doesn't matter. Get on with it. All right. Above my head, down below in the description. Just quoting a movie. All right. Quoting a movie. Gorilla over here for the playlist, down here for the event on Friday. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Just so everyone knows, no midgets or dwarfs were damaged or harmed in the making of this movie. Take care of yourselves and each other. Oh, God. Right. Okay. Let's get ready to rock and roll. We're on standby for Trump. He's taking his time. That's okay, I guess. He's the president, right? Is he allowed to take his time? I think he is. Let me come to comments and questions. So much more to cover today. I've got Tesla coming up. I've got 2 stories from Tesla you want to know about. In fact, 3 stories on Tesla. Iran and the nuclear thing. Did we really take it out? Well, I'm waiting for Trump to speak live. Plus, I have direct news as well. And Widepoint, I've already covered that, so I can get rid of that. You all know what's happening tomorrow. There'll be a link for that later on, by the way, so stand by. Apple in talks with Formula 1 to put camera lenses on cars. That's an interesting story. That's just out like 10 seconds ago. Apple in talks with Formula 1 to put camera lenses on cars. All right, we're going to ring the bell. I'm going to keep my eye out for Trump. And the moment I get Trump on, I will go to him. I think that's the right thing to do because this is a big story, right? I want to make sure. There we go. It is. I see. I see. Okay. I got it. That's what we're waiting for. That's where it's going to happen. All right, let me just see what else we've got upcoming. Are we going to have Jerome Powell speak today again? Right. There is the conference. Okay, I've got it ready to rock and roll. So we've got 2 minutes to go. Before we ring the bell, let's get ready to go. If I see one of that, I may become a member. If I see one of that, what was that? If I see one of that, I may become a member. No idea what that means. If I see one of that, I may become a member. I have no idea what that means. What do you think about SoFi? I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. Much better to buy Robinhood. The CEO talks rubbish. He exaggerates. He makes up stories. He's a flipping idiot. Naked showgirls and throw a midget strapped with Velcro at the wall like we go hard on anniversaries. What time are the showgirls going to be on? All day. Check out MFI and give your thoughts, please. MFI? I've never heard of that. SoFi. Yeah, I wouldn't buy SoFi if it was the last stock in the world. Bitcoin looking good. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think Alex wants to know about SoFi. Yeah, I wouldn't buy SoFi. You just buy Robinhood. It's far better. I don't know why anyone would buy SoFi. The CEO is an idiot. Martyn, thanks for the grill information, and that is my biggest position in I hold in my port. Is it really, David? Okay, Guns N' Roses. False advertising, if no... You're not even a member. You can't even come. Why are you even saying that? Look at this. Jesse's going, false advertising. He can't even come. He's not even a member.
Taking over the ketchup.
You're not coming anyway. Don't worry about it.
Right, David, it used to be a great American company. It was part of the great Altria breakup.
2,
yes, and
1.
Obviously, it merged with Heinz. That's Buffett and became
all-time high today. Are you ready, Steady Cook? Are you ready? Okay, let's go for all our positions. We're waiting President Trump. You don't want to miss it. I've got it live. I'm all ready to go.
3G guys, remember when they were so smart? Before they weren't so smart?
All right, I'm saying this is...
Bing, 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 bing. Let's go. They're a bit behind. Not really. They're not really behind. I just say it. All right. Okay, all-time high today. Let's go through and see what's happening. These are all your favourite stocks. There you go. My portfolio. Oh, there it is. All-time high. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. All-time high. We are now at an all-time high. Expect a 10% face ripping rally push through. Oochie, oochie. Get in, get in, get in. There we go. All-time high. It just did it there. Right, so there we go. The S&P went to an all-time high and just trimmed. Let's see if it does it again. 463 went right there and then back down again. Virgin Galactic up 0.68. Palantir exploding up 1.84. Flipping out. Imagine we had Palantir at $9. Thousands of percent profit. Look at Palantir go. Oh my God. It's going through the absolute roof. Like 1,100 times. I don't even know what the numbers are now. It must be like a million times earnings. I don't know. It all sounds a bit crazy, doesn't it, really? But there you go. Let's keep our eye on it. It is what it is. Gold going down. Gold is going down. I want to make sure I stay on this story from Trump. We don't want to miss that. Gold going down. No surprise. Everyone's selling it to buy back assets that make money. Kind of obvious, really. Amazon on fire. This is one of the big AI plays. And it is... Oh, Apple. Apple's going up because we're putting cameras on Formula One cars. I mean, is that it? Is that it? There's got to be more to it than that. Oh, there goes the S&P. It's all-time high again. We're right on it. 560, 561. It went to 563 a minute ago, which is an all-time high. Enphase Energy, people taking profit out of that. An opportunity to buy once again for Enphase Energy. Coca-Cola going down. The S&P, look at this, absolutely fantastic. The all-time position now, if we go all the way through, we're making money on every single metric. Look at that. We've now got invested. We started with $5,000, $420, $440, $460, $462,000. Nearly $500,000, and I started with $5,000. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Don't tell me you can't make money by buying the S&P and buying on the big sell-offs. Coca-Cola, defensives all selling off to buy back this. Oil going down. This is great. Tesla going straight back down. Lots of bad news for Tesla today. Don't chase it. Buy it on the way down. Don't buy it on the way up. McDonald's, good time to buy. Google, look at that. Great. But don't chase this now. This is one you want to own and not try to trade it. In about a year, this is going to slow down. All right? Google, on the way up. Look at that. Microsoft, that's the stock of the future now, even though it's expensive. Nvidia, that's going to $200. Walmart, it's flat. Tilray Brands, worth $0. Robinhood, now $85. Can see it going a lot higher, but I don't know what my number is yet. I'm not going to make it up. IonQ, too expensive. Rocket Lab going up, too expensive though. Plug Power, worth $0, worth nothing. It's all manipulated. Do not touch it. I've warned you so many times. Bitcoin, flipping heck. A couple of days ago, you could have bought this for 90, what was it, 90? How much? What did it get down to? 97 or whatever it was? Like a 10% rally in a couple of days. XRP is now 220. That's breaking up as well. Very, very good. And Gorilla, we spoke about it a few seconds ago. And Widepoint, the dip this morning, because you took profit, has gone straight back up for the world exclusive. Live on my show, not Bloomberg CNBC, but my show tomorrow. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, let's go through space. Let's $6 soon, hopefully. We've had 3 short squeezes. If you buy it at the right time, you make a lot of money on that. JJ 8 Ball. If I see one of that, I may become a member. MDL. I mentioned throwing midgets at the wall of Wall Street. Oh, that's what he was talking about. I forgot to put the date on the screen. You forgot to put the date on the screen. I haven't forgotten. I've not been able to make it look right yet. Oh, there we go. All-time high again. Very exciting. No, it shows it on this screen here. But I've not worked out how to make it look right on the other ones yet. That will come later in the day, all right? One step at a time, folks. What about your take on SMR? I've never looked at it. I'd need to take a fresh look. Showgirls, you know I'd be there. I think I can be a showgirl. How do you pay per Hoya? I don't know what that means. Is it too late to get in on Gorilla? If you want the chart analysis, ask Sensei. He's back on Sunday. Join for Sensei's show and he'll tell you. Happy Wednesday, everyone. She is Moonfeather. Good morning to you. Go DB. How are you? Ail, good morning to you. MDL, let's sell off. Little sell-off of Enphase. Archer is doing pretty good. I got Palantir at $16. Woohoo! Disney. S-Bet, Enphase Energy falling on its face. Buy. What's going on? Biker, how you doing? Go Hims. I wouldn't touch Hims at all. It's a dying business now. Wouldn't be going anywhere near Hims. I don't understand this Jesse person. You're obviously a troll. You're not even a... I know. What's the point? Yeah. We'll just go members only again in a minute. Wonder how many people think you only put $5,000 in and how you... I wonder how many people think you only put $5,000 in and now it turns... What do you mean, JJ 8-Ball? I wonder how many people think you only put $5,000 in and now it turned to 420. What do you mean, JJ 8-Ball? Everyone who watches the show understands exactly. I started with $5,000. Of course, I added money as I go along, as I earn money. That's what everybody does. But I started with $5,000. If anybody thinks I put $5,000 and it just magically became $460,000, you shouldn't be watching the show because you obviously haven't got a clue about investing. Anyway, buying Hood was the best thing I ever did. So yet you come here every morning and upset Martin. Why not go somewhere else and troll? Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you, Sandra? Hello, but it's all part of the show, isn't it? I think they're asking how much you pay per hour. How much you pay per hour? Oh, how much I pay per hour? What, for my showgirls? What sort of question is that? Morning, Martyn, and all happy hump day. How do I stuff XRP into a straight girl strap? Yeah, so that's an interesting question. Martyn, what do I need to do for you to look at BBAI? We can do a review day if you want. If you do a $5 super chat, I'll have a quick look at it. If you want a full review of it, you do a minimum of a $10 super chat, and I'll do it next week. I'll do a full, like up to an hour long analysis on it. I'm just not opening them up at the moment because I have a bit of a list, but I'm going to start doing reviews once we get past the. Oh my gosh, look at my portfolio. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Look at that. Flipping heck. Yeah. We've got to be at an all-time high now, haven't we? Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? So, yeah, if you do a $5 super chat, I'll have a quick look at it for you. If you want to book in a full analysis, full review, I'm not doing that for another week because until next week because I've got too many on the list to do at the moment. Bought BBAI this morning. Oh, my God, Nvidia. Do we actually break 150 today? Long time waiting for that. Aubrey Edmonds, yeah, we wake up when it's actually moved 10% more. When you did the Record Pet Shop Boys song, you sound like 30 years old. Yeah, it was me singing live and no one got the hidden meaning. No one got it. I was so disappointed. Yeah, I put a secret message out last night. Did anyone see this? Hardly anyone saw it. It was on X. It was on my Instagram. Sorry, on my YouTube. Look, I did this. I recorded this. This was me last night. Secret. When I look back upon my life, it's always with a sense of shame. There you go. That's the big event coming up on Friday. 4 years old, and nobody got the hidden meaning. For everything I long to do, no matter where or who. Okay, that's the big event on Friday. 4 years old, don't miss it. And I put a little secret message in that, and no one got it. I'll never tell you. If you don't get these things, that's it. Some get it, some don't. Right, okay. Let me bring this up on the screen. Did I just see a super chat? BB, oh, thank you for all you do. You want a full review? That's the top of the list. That now jumps to the top of the list. Hang on a minute. That is the top of the list review. I tell you what I'll do, because you've given me such a great super chat. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you this morning because that is the number one. My highest was $10. You've done $20. It goes straight to the top of the list. I'm starting to do reviews on Monday, so I'll do it in a moment. Once we get Trump, once we dealt with Trump, I'll bring it to you. We're just waiting. We're on standby, okay? We're waiting for Trump to speak. So the moment he does, I will do the review. Is that fair? Is that fair? You thought it was going to come next week. Now you're going to get it any moment. So we'll do that. All right. Okay. You guys are going around. Gooning around. I love it. I think Sandra's been drinking early morning. Oh, Jesse, I tell you what. One more negative comment, rude comment to any of my members, Sandra, members, moderators. I'll just hide you from the channel. We don't need idiots here. We're here to make money. This is not an opportunity for people with nothing to do, who don't have any money, who just mess around in life, to come on and try to annoy people. It's not your opportunity, right? I know you think it is. A lot of people think, oh, I'll just come on here and act an idiot. Well, you can do that, but then we just ban you. We give you a little chance. We invite you in, but if you're going to start being silly, we just ban you. All right, so there you go. It's up to you if you want to do that. Oh, we got a new member.
Kayak Knight has become a member.
Thank you very much indeed. Let me just straighten that up a little bit. There you go. There you go. Put it back in the middle. All right, I have an investment meeting today in our investment club. We are just guys putting in some cash every month into stock picks. Do I present Gorilla as a pick, and what's my sales pitch to the boys? I am not going to give you information like that, so you can go into some group and tell them to buy something because and then say, Martyn said you should buy this. No, What I will do is provide the live CEO interviews. So I will ask the questions and you can hear what the CEO says. I will then present the balance sheet and the numbers. Then Sensei will present a chart and then you can make an informed decision. But there is no way, I'm telling you, you should go and buy and then you go into a group and say, Martyn says you should all buy this. Absolutely not, because that would be irresponsible. Sorry, Chris, I'm just not going to do that. $1 Zebic, end of this bull cycle or the 29 bull cycle. Oh, $1. It's a long way off. It's a future prediction. Circle is crashing. Yeah, let me just show you this. These are one of the biggest scams ever. I cannot stand Cathie Wood. I think Cathie Wood is a vile human being. I know that's very strong. And some people go, really? Holy macaroni. Have you seen Google? Have you seen Google? Absolutely off its face. What is going on with Google?
These are two really well-run companies. And I find that they're not friction. They're not middlemen. They provide a valuable function. But when we go to restaurants now,
Flipping
and you
heck.
see we're not paying that 3%, it's about that. So there is a rebellion going on.
Yeah. When you're Walmart or Amazon, you don't want to pay it. And that on a percent of your revenues, that's a big number.
Right, but nobody says that
Google, let me
really
have a look.
happened. But now it's always a threat.
Yeah.
But there's two of them.
Anthropic copyright
And
win.
by the way, the market caps, that's why
Yeah,
we also,
everything
it's so funny. They're just the quietest,
Okay.
1.1 plus trillion in combined value, aren't they?
Yes.
Right.
There's a septuagenarian
Yes, that would be somebody in their 70s.
who runs Capital
okay.
One.
Yes.
And everyone says he really can't do anything.
I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I'll cover this.
He has discovered. If he picks up, this is a club name.
I'll tell you what's going on.
He's 5% of the market. If he goes to 7%.
I'll tell you about Circle very, very quickly. It's awful. Cathie Wood told everyone to buy it, and the moment it made any money, she dumped it. Yeah, that's what Cathie Wood does every single time. Look at this. Anything Cathie Wood touches, go the other way. The most selfish, greedy. Honestly, I can't stand the woman, right? She told everyone, you got to buy it, and the moment it made any money, she dumped it, she dumped it. And I just think, well, you told everybody it was a great business. Nothing wrong with taking profit, but you said it was a great business, not a great trade. And then the moment it goes up, you just take all your money out. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about it because anyone who bought that, it was daft anyway. So it's your own bloody fault. But if you listen to Cathie Wood, you just lose all your money. Always do. I can't stand the woman. Drives me mad. So let me talk about Google very quickly then. And I've got to come back and do that review. When I get Trump on, I want to cover it. I'm just trying to get to it. I've got to keep my eye on all these screens at the same time because if Trump starts to speak and I miss it, it's going to be annoying. It's very important. So let me do a quick update on Google. Why that's gone up so much. So what's the time? 8:46. 8:46. Goog. Okay. Let's have a look. Right. Google, huge gains. What's going on? All-time high of the S&P. Everything breaking out now, hitting all-time highs. What's the big story behind Google? Should you be buying Google now? Absolutely not. You should be owning Google. But we've got some news. The last couple of days, you've seen the Tesla robotaxis going around. And I know no one's going to like this, but it's a bit of a disaster. I know I've been warning of this and people don't want to hear it, but it's true. It's a complete disaster. We've got Elon Musk promising years and years out of date now behind, and we've got Tesla shrinking in the EU by 40%. No one's buying Teslas because of the relationship with Trump formed. People just do not. You cannot sell Teslas now in Europe. And the robotaxis violating traffic laws, going up the wrong roads, all sorts of stuff. And unfortunately, this is not good. But it's great for Google because Waymo is not even valued yet in Google. And now we've got this news that just broke a few seconds ago. This one here. Anthropic copyright win. Ambarella, Uber, Waymo, and Amazon. All of this, and I just see people taking profits from Google as we talk about it. The moment the story came out, up it went, and then everyone takes profit. Like I just said, don't chase this. It's going to go sideways in the next couple of years. The Mag 7 is going to shift. You're going to see Bitcoin and other things replace Apple at the top. Things are going to change. AI is the way to go. Broadcom, Nvidia, Microsoft leading that now, not necessarily Google. Google is about Waymo, but they're taking a bit of a rally this morning, which then everyone's dumped because of the disappointment with Tesla. But seeing now Waymo, which is not even priced into Google, people are starting to price it in, but also this extra win. So let me give you a bit more information here. A federal judge has ruled that Amazon-backed Anthropic didn't violate copyright law and published, this is only out a few seconds ago, and didn't violate copyright law by using published works to train its LLMs and AI models, have not reproduced to the public a given work's creative elements, nor even one author's identifiable expressive style. Let me skip down. There's a bit of Uber. Here we go. Let me bring this one to you. Ambarella could garner interest from rival chip companies looking to expand their portfolios. Along with private equity firms, the company specializes in semiconductors for video security and autonomous driving and robotic systems. Uber and Google, Waymo have teamed up to offer robotaxi service in Atlanta. So they're broadening out, and the stock popped up this morning just to sell, which is a bit of a shame. But we are looking into this because now more and more people are paying attention to robotaxis and realizing Tesla just isn't doing it yet, and the stock is overly bought. Google stock is underbought. However, you don't want to be chasing. You always want to buy value. The reason why I'm outperforming the S&P, I'm beating Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway this year and Robinhood managed funds, is because I buy the S&P when it's oversold. Got to buy it under value, okay? And Google is one of those, but you can't just buy into the rally. You've got to buy it when it goes down, because the moment it pops up, you saw what happened. It trimmed right back down again. But with all the attention now going into robotaxis, and it's just not Tesla at the moment. I'm sure it will be in the future, but it just isn't yet. And now all these wins coming from Google, and most importantly is, and this is really a key, is Waymo is not valued yet in Google's price. It's a bit like Dojo and Optimus isn't valued in isn't valued in Tesla. These are future events. So anyway, let's talk about this. Uber and Alphabet. Waymo have teamed up to offer robotaxis in Atlanta. The vehicles will feature Waymo technology embedded into Jaguar I-Pace EVs. Customers can access the vehicles, which will run 24 hours a day through the Uber app. This is great. At launch, riders in Atlanta requesting an eligible ride may be matched with autonomous vehicle. They will need to opt in and accept the match. Riders who decline or fail to confirm the match with Waymo will automatically be matched with a driver. Just remember, when you agree to the terms and conditions, you're basically saying, if I die, it's okay. You want to read the small print, it'll make you laugh. I've actually read some of this stuff. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Amazon said it plans to bring same-day and next-day delivery services to around 4,000 additional small cities and rural communities with particular focus on groceries and household essentials. Was there any more mention in there? Oh, that's Amazon Fresh. Okay, so there you go. A bit of a breaking story there this morning on Google. It did pop up. It sold off again, and here we go again. So don't chase it. You should already be in it, but good luck with this. It's very, very exciting. The S&P, the moment we hit all-time highs, it trimmed off. I could have sold it, but of course I'm not doing that. I'm just holding it now because I'm just paying down margin over time. Let's see if we've got Trump yet speaking. We're waiting for him to speak. He's on standby. Not yet. I'm still standing by. So there you go. There's the news with Google this morning. Very, very exciting. The future, and in fact, as we don't have have Trump yet speaking, I'm going to add this extra news for you about Elon Musk and Tesla. Tesla is something you should not be chasing. It's massively overbought. 40% drop year on year since in Europe. Since Trump and Elon got together, people just do not like Teslas in Europe anymore. And once people walk away in Europe, they kind of stay walked away and they move to somewhere else. So you can't sell Teslas in Europe. This is not good. They're consistently going down now. So be very careful. And this story broke yesterday. Tesla robotaxis violate traffic laws, sparking federal scrutiny. This drives more money into Google and Waymo. So there you go. And remember, Waymo isn't even valued yet in Google. US auto safety regulators are investigating reports that Tesla self-driving robotaxis may have violated traffic laws on their first day of offering paid rides in Austin. Now, you may remember I said before this event, do not chase this because we're going to get bad news on this, because the governor of Texas was trying to stop people from actually from Elon to rolling this out on Sunday, but they managed to get it through. But they warned against it, and here we are. They are going up highways the wrong way and all sorts. So this could put back Tesla by years. So be very, very careful if you're paying over the price, which you are for Tesla. Elon Musk is he's a bit like Palantir, Alex Karp, exciting everybody, a cult-like following, but it's not good financial information. I wouldn't buy it. I own it, of course, in the S&P, but I'm not receptive to its volatility. The U.S. National Highways said it is aware of a reference of the reference incidents and is in contact with the manufacturer to gather additional information. Videos shared online show Tesla robotaxis exceeding the speed limit and in one instance, swerving into the wrong lane. Now, you can't have, that's the most basic stuff. If it's exceeding the speed limit, that's the most basic stuff. It can't get that right. So there's a major issues here with Tesla. But this is not a Tesla video. This was about Google. It is about Google. But you can see this is driving now investment towards Google now and Waymo. And you can see, look, it's gone straight back up again. People took profit. I said, don't chase it, leave it alone. And there it is. It's going straight back up again. Great day for Google. Great day for the S&P. Not so great for Elon Musk. Should we just have a quick look at what Tesla's doing? Yep, there you go. Look at that. Tesla's going through the floor. You do not want to be in Tesla right now. This stock, I know you're not going to like this, and no one's going to watch the video when I say this, but I'm going to say it because it's the truth, and I don't really care whether you watch or not. But Tesla... And I'm a bull. I like Elon Musk most of the time. I like Tesla most of the time. But it can go down to $100 a share. It is so overbought. It's so ridiculous. And this can put back everything now. So be very, very careful in buying Tesla. Wait for it to go down because it can. We're nowhere near where Elon Musk promised us to be. Anyway. This was a Google video, but we've thrown some Tesla in there as well. Click above my head, down below in the description. Over here, I shall put the playlist for Google, so all the news for Google. But down here, our big event on Friday, it's a members event. We're celebrating a bit like the Wolf of Wall Street, throwing midgets at dartboards and God knows what else with naked showgirls. We're celebrating a members-only event, drinking and celebrating. You don't want to miss it. It's our 4th anniversary on Friday because we're always winning here. 31 trades, 31 wins, nearly $500,000, $5,000. Good start, innit? What a day. Join us on Friday. That's it from me. Take care of yourselves and each other. All right, I shall put that out later. Let me go back to Trump. I'm trying to get Trump on the phone, but I haven't had any luck yet. Right, let me go to comments and questions. I'm going to go to members only mode so I can cover. I've got a review to do as well. The moment we've done Trump, I'm going to do a review. I'm going to stay on extra and do our review. I was asked to do a review this morning. I was given a $20 super chat, so I will do it. Let me just switch over to members only so I can answer all comments and questions. As we wait for Donald Trump to talk to us, we do Want to keep up with all the news. I've got my eye on the news. So what we're going to do now, if I've missed your comment, missed your question, please repeat it and I'll answer it now. We are in members only mode. Okay, Circle is crashing. Yeah, Kathy Wood. Yeah, this song sucks so bad. This song sucks so bad. Okay, Logan, you don't like my music? That's fair enough. No problem at all. I probably don't like your music either. Good morning, people. When do you expect XRP to fully break out? I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to give you precise. You're not one of my members anyway. Kayak Knight just became a member. Lucas, if you're reading this, I want to give you a big thank you for the value and for all that's listening to him. Please, listening to this guy, he knows his due diligence. Michelle Hodge. Is that Michelle? Michael Hodge. Thank you so much indeed for your comment. That's very, very nice of you. Much appreciated. Nvidia is taking off right now, 151. You can wait until next week, but you can wait until next week, but again, you are the best. Are you talking about your review? Craig Bow. Well, that's very kind of you. I'll do it as soon as I can then, all right? I would like to do it today because you just, you graced me with a $20 super chat, so the least I could do is put you top of the list. RB, welcome. Our new member, I will give you all of your perks and benefits in a second. How about ZBCN to $1? Simple. I have to focus on my members right now. We're doing members only questions. Morning, Martin. How are you? What do you think about Trump? What do you think he'll say? Well, I'm waiting to find out. Oh, no, I agree with you. Oh, here we go. Trump. This is what I'm waiting for.
Great people. Big, beautiful heart.
Hang on. Hang on, it's live. There's no audio. They've got no bloody audio. Are you having a laugh?
Enjoyed that, and also
there's no audio coming from your broadcast.
Wonderful country. Now, as the NATO Secretary General is doing a fantastic job, and the Prime Minister.
They're not providing audio.
Everything you've done, and as you know, last weekend the United States successfully carried out a massive.
This is not me, folks. Their microphone isn't working.
On Iran's nuclear
Let me go to a different source.
Enrichment facilities. Big job. And the Prime Minister, we appreciate everything you've done. And as you know, last weekend, the United States successfully carried out a massive precision strike on Iran's nuclear enrichment facility. General Mark Rutte,
I'm just going to rewind it 10 seconds.
Joining us at the conclusion
Taking you back
of
to NATO and President Trump.
productive NATO summit in the Netherlands. Want to thank them for the royal treatment they've given us. Couldn't have been nicer. And it's a beautiful country, really a beautiful country. Coming in, I saw the most beautiful trees. In fact, I want to bring some back with me. I want to also thank, I had breakfast this morning with the King and Queen, and they're incredible people. I said, you're central casting, beautiful people, great people, big, beautiful heart. And I enjoyed that. And also NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, who's been terrific. He's been a friend of mine, used to be right here running this wonderful country. Now he's the NATO Secretary General. He's doing a fantastic job. And the Prime Minister, we appreciate everything you've done. And as you know, last weekend, the United States successfully carried out a massive precision strike on Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities, and it was very, very successful. It was called obliteration. No other military on earth could have done it, and now this incredible exercise of American strength has paved the way for peace with a historic ceasefire agreement late Monday, and we call it the 12-day war. Spoke to a few people. I guess that just sounded like the right name. It was a 12-day war. And we think it's over. I don't think they're going to be going back at each other. I don't think so. Not only have we dealt decisively with the critical threat of Iran's nuclear program, which was what I wanted. I said, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I've said that for 15 years, long before I decided to do the political thing. But we've also reasserted the credibility of American deterrence, which is like no other. The people at NATO said there's never been anything. You know, I rebuilt the entire military during my first term. And we have a great military. We have great generals. I got to know the good ones and the bad ones. We kept the good ones. Over the past 2 days, I was honored to participate in the NATO leaders meeting and also had extremely good individual discussions with the King and the Queen, Secretary General Rutte, and the Prime Minister. Great discussions. Very knowledgeable people. Major focus of our conversations at the summit was the need for other NATO members to take up the burden of the defense of Europe, and that included the financial burden. As you know, it was 2%, and we got it up to 5%. And they said, a couple of them came up to me, one in particular said, "Sir, we've been trying to get it up to 3% for 20 years, and we haven't been able, and you got it up to 5%. So they're going to be, most of them, I guess almost all of them, are going to be contributing now, 5%, a number that people are surprised at, but you need it today. The United States accounts for 2/3 of all NATO defense spending. And since I began pushing for additional commitments in 2017, believe it or not, our allies have increased spending by $700 billion. I said to people, you don't have any money, and a lot of them weren't paying. And so I started the process, and I picked it up as soon as I got back, which is 6 months ago. And following my election last November, almost all have accelerated plans to reach the 2%, 3%, 4%, and then ultimately, very quickly, 5%. And all of this is going to be done very quickly, almost immediately. You probably know this as well as I do. I'm sure they've been talking about it. It's really been a big focus. In a very historic milestone this week, the NATO allies committed to dramatically increase their defense spending to that 5% of GDP, something that no one really thought possible. And they said, "You did it, sir, you did it." Well, I don't know if I did it, but I think I did. This will be known as the Hague
Quote of the
Defense
day.
Commitment.
I like that. That was
Which
funny.
is pretty good, pretty appropriate. When the allies reach this number,
I think I did.
It will add more than $1 trillion a year. Think of that, $1 trillion per year to our common defense. And this is a monument really to victory, but it's a monumental win for the United States, because we were carrying much more than our fair share. It was quite unfair, actually. But this is a big win for Europe and for actually Western civilization. For years, past administrations failed to get most allies to contribute even the 2%. I remember when I came here, we had 4 countries that were up to 2%. And I remember Poland was there. A couple of them were there. But most of them were. We had 28 at the time. As you know, it's increased a little bit. And they've agreed now to more than double their budgets in all cases. And Europe stepping up to take more responsibility for its security will help prevent future disasters like the horrible situation with Russia and Ukraine. And hopefully we're going to get that solved. Last week, they lost 7,000 soldiers, mostly soldiers. But they're also getting hit in Kiev. They're getting hit in some of the towns also. And that means life. Life is disappearing also in the cities and towns. Should have never happened, would have never happened if I was president. I said it 1,000 times. And it never did happen. It's never even thought about. But it's vital that this additional money be spent on very serious military hardware, not bureaucracy. And hopefully that hardware is going to be made in America, because we have the best hardware in the world. You saw that, where 14 missiles were shot at us the other day. And they were very nice. They gave us warning. They said, "We're going to shoot them. Is 1 o'clock okay?" They said, "It's fine." And everybody was emptied off the base, so they couldn't get hurt except for the gunners. They call them the gunners. And out of 14 high-end missiles that were shot at the base in Qatar, all 14, as you know, were shot down by our equipment. Amazing stuff. Amazing that they can do. It's like shooting a bullet with a bullet. It's the same thing if you think about it. 14 out of 14, and they weren't even that surprised. I said, "Do you do that well often?" They say, "We pretty much do, sir." The Ukraine crisis has also highlighted the urgency of rebuilding our defense industrial base, both in the United States and among the allied nations. We cannot afford to be dependent on foreign adversaries for critical minerals. And as you know, we made a deal with Ukraine to take a vast amount of the land they have for minerals. We need it. And once again, I want to thank all of the people in the Netherlands, incredible people. It's a great place. And all of the NATO allies for the tremendous summit that we just had. A letter just came in, and a statement came in from the Atomic Energy Commission of Israel. And I just wanted, this is an official letter, and they're very serious people, as you know. The devastating U.S. strike on Fordo destroyed the site's critical infrastructure and rendered the enrichment facility totally inoperable. It was devastated. We assess that the American strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities has set back Iran's ability to develop nuclear weapons for many years to come. This achievement can continue indefinitely if Iran does not get access to nuclear material, which it won't. It's so sad that that whole thing had to go. But I just want to thank our pilots. You know, they were maligned and treated very bad, demeaned by fake news CNN, which is back there, believe it or not, wasting time, nobody's watching them. So they're just wasting a lot of time, wasting my time. And the New York Times, they put out a story that, well, maybe they were hit, but it wasn't bad. Well, it was so bad that they ended the war. It ended the war. Somebody said in a certain way, you know, that it was so devastating, actually. If you look at Hiroshima, if you look at Nagasaki, you know, that ended a war too. This ended a war in a different way.
That's the way I described it. You may remember that.
Devastating.
I took some flack for that
also,
as well.
They have, out of Dubai, just came that Iran's foreign ministry spokesman, this is Iran's foreign ministry, says its nuclear installations were very badly damaged by the American strike. So what bothered me about these reports with fake reports put out by the New York Times, failing, I call it the failing New York Times because it's doing terribly. Without me, it would be doing no business at all. But, and by fake news, CNN and MSDNC, all of these terrible people, you know, they have no credibility. You know, when I started, they were at 94% credibility, the media. Now it's at 16%. And I'm very proud of it because I've exposed it for what it is. But when I saw them starting to question the caliber of the attack, was it bad? Well, it was really bad. It was devastating. They were
Can everyone smash the like button, please?
You can't get into the
let's get 300 likes to share this out to more people.
They can't. There's nothing.
Please
there's
tap
no
the
way
like
you can
button
even
and
get
consider
down. The whole
subscribing.
thing
We're
is
nearly at
collapsed
100,000
in disaster.
subscribers now. Thank you.
And I think all of the nuclear stuff is down there because it's very hard to remove. And we did it very quickly.
If everyone likes, at the end of this, I will give you a free training course.
Very dangerous, actually, to move to.
It's completely free.
And they also knew we were coming, so I don't think too many people want to be down there knowing we're coming. With the bunker busters, as we call them, we're the only ones that have them. We have the best equipment, best nuclear equipment, and we have the best equipment in the world. And by the way, we can't forget our submarine, which was out there. Submarines, actually, but submarine was out there. We shot 30 rockets into an area, every single one of them. I think it was almost 400 miles away, I think, Pete, right? 400? And long. It was in the ocean, long ways away.
The submarine was in the ocean. Breaking news.
We shot a total of 30.
Come on, give me that one.
Every single one of them hit within 9 inches from where it was supposed to be. It took it a lot. Because we didn't do just Fordo. We did 2 others in addition, which hadn't been completely destroyed. So we hit them with a submarine from hundreds of miles away. Amazing, just amazing equipment. Greatest submarines in the world. Nobody's even close. They're 20 years behind us when it comes to submarine technology. So that's one, and the other was from the Atomic Energy Commission, and they have about 3 or 4 of them now coming in from atomic energy commissions from various places. But the one that we have that just came out, we released it a little while ago, was from the Israeli Atomic Energy Commission, but numerous of them are getting to see the site. and the site has been demolished. And again, we had these brave patriots, these incredible flyers, these people that can fly a plane better than anybody can fly a plane, going into very hostile territory, flying into the territory that has got more missiles and things pointed at it, but it was very stealth. They didn't get to see it. It was dark. That's the amazing thing about the shots. They hit the shots perfectly, and yet it was dead dark. There was no moon. There was no light. It was virtually moonless. It was very dark, and the shots were hit perfectly. But when they get demeaned, and they were very upset about it because they knew how strong it would be. Back in Missouri, the pilots flew about 36 hours, two ways, far distance, and in those incredible B-2s. And we then had the F-22s, and we had the F-35s, and we had other planes, and we had, I think, a total of 52 tankers. That means the big tankers, because the refueling was a lot for all of the different planes that we sent. Incredible operation, and I have to say, General Raisin Cain was incredible. That's why he beat ISIS, and we beat ISIS in a matter of weeks. I was told it would take 4 to 5 years. We did it in a few weeks, and he was great. That's why he's the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff right now, because I had a very good experience with him. He knocked out ISIS in a period of literally a few weeks. Amazing. And it was supposed to take a few years, 5 years to be exact. So we had a great victory there, and we then came here, and I think we had a great victory here. But this is an ongoing project. This is the safety of Europe, the safety of the world. And they've raised it from 2% to 5%, something which nobody, and you're talking about over $1 trillion a year. So we're talking about a lot of money.
Everyone taps the like button. I'll give you a free training course
countries that we're not paying
for
nearly
free.
enough
I'll
to
cover
be
all the
effective.
costs.
So
I'll tell you all about it at
I have,
the
as you
end.
know, Marco Rubio with me, and Pete Hegseth, Secretary of State and Secretary of War. Should we say Secretary? You know, it used to be called Secretary of War. Maybe for a couple of weeks we'll call it that, because we feel like warriors. Used to be called Secretary of War. In fact, if you look at the old building next to the White House, you can see where it used to be Secretary of War. Then we became politically correct, and they called it Secretary of Defense. I don't know, maybe we'll have to start thinking about changing it, but we feel that way. Do we have any questions, please? Wow. That's a lot of questions. Who's a nice person? Oh, you're not a nice person, but I'll let you ask one. Go ahead. What's he going to ask? He is not nice at all. I know him well.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time before flying home. You just said you believe the conflict between Israel and Iran is over. What makes you so confident it is? And what do you do if it isn't?
Because I dealt with both, and they're both tired, exhausted. They fought very, very hard and very viciously, very violently, and they were both satisfied to go home and get out. And can it start again? I guess someday it can. It could maybe start soon. I think a big telltale sign was when, as you know, Iran somewhat, by not much, violated the ceasefire. And Israel had the planes going out that morning, and there were a lot of them, 52 of them. And I said, you got to get them back. And they brought them back. They didn't do anything. They brought them back. It was very good. I thought it was amazing, actually. They have fought a hell of a war. They fought very hard. I think the war ended, actually, when we hit the various nuclear sites with the planes. And I just hope you people can give these pilots, these are the best pilots in the world. They're the best shots in the world. They call them shots. That's what they are. And wait a minute. And I just hope you can give them the respect they deserve, because they came home to fake news. And like, oh, gee, there was hardly any damage. The things are decimated. So, but I think, no, I think they're very much finished. I think Israel's going to get back to doing what they do, and I think that Iran's going to get back. You know, Iran has a huge advantage. They have great oil, and they can do things. I don't see them getting back involved in the nuclear business anymore. I think they've had it. They've been at it for 20 years, and I don't see that happening either. Now, if it does, we're always there. It won't be me. It'll be somebody else, but we're there. We'll have to do something about it. Yes, please, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, fake news CNN? Oh, yeah, here we go. Wait till you hear this question.
Thank you, sir.
You should really say how great our soldiers and our warriors are.
I think everyone appreciates our soldiers and our warriors. I do have two questions for you, Mr. President. You just cited Israeli intelligence on these attacks. Earlier, you said U.S. intelligence was inconclusive. Are you relying on Israeli intelligence for your assessment of the impact of the strikes?
No, this is also Iran made the statement. And it's also, if you read the document that was given, that Pete can talk about if you'd like, the document said it could be very severe damage, but they didn't take that. They said it could be limited or it could be very severe. They really didn't know, other than to say it could be limited or it could be very, very severe. And you didn't choose to put that because it was very early after. Since then, we've collected additional intelligence. We've also spoken to people who have seen the site, and the site is obliterated. And we think everything nuclear is down there. They didn't take it out. Okay, question? Please, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Blue dress.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Yesterday, you said China can now continue to purchase oil from Iran.
Yeah.
Are you giving up on your maximum pressure campaign? Because there are sanctions right now.
With who?
On Iran.
No, look, they just had a war. The war was fought. They fought it bravely. I'm not giving up. They're in the oil business. I mean, I could stop it if I wanted. I could sell China the oil myself. I don't want to do that. They're going to need money to put that country back into shape. We want to see that happen. No, if they're going to sell oil, they're going to sell oil. We're not taking over the oil. We could have, you know. I used to say with Iraq, keep the oil. I could say it here, too. We could have kept the oil. No, China is going to want to buy oil. They can buy it from us. They can buy it from other people. But you're going to have to put that country back into shape. It desperately needs money. Yeah. Yeah, please. Here we go. I'm picking the beauties today. Go ahead.
Mr. President, Secretary General Rutte has described President Putin as an adversary, a threat, an enemy. Do you view him the same way? And in addition to that, you mentioned General Kane, your chief of staff, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
General Kane.
Yes, he has said that Mr. Putin has territorial ambitions beyond Ukraine. Do you view that in the same way?
It's possible. I mean, it's possible. I know one thing, he'd like to settle. He'd like to get out of this thing. It's a mess for him. He called the other day. He said, can I help you with Iran? I said, no, you can help me with Russia. Because, you know, in the last few weeks, we took care of India and Pakistan, Kosovo, Serbia. I think on Friday we have coming in the Congo is coming in, and Rwanda is coming in. That was a vicious war that went on, a machete war, heads chopped off all over Africa. They're coming in. We did two others in addition to that. Nobody's ever done anything like this. No, I consider him a person that's, I think, been misguided. I'm very surprised, actually. I thought we would have had that settled easy. I've settled 4 of them in the meantime. But he did call up, and he said, you know, he's close to Iran. He'd like to help us get a settlement. I said, no, you help me get a settlement with you, with Russia. And I think we're going to be doing that, too. Yeah, please. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. You've made clear your position on what impact the strikes had. I wanted to ask you what is next with Iran. For instance, is there any indication from U.S. intelligence that Iran was able to move any material?
No, just the opposite. We think we hit them so hard and so fast they didn't get to move. And if you knew about that material, it's very hard and very dangerous to move. It's called, in many people, they call it dust, but it's very, very heavy. It's very, very hard to move. And they were way down. You know, they're 30 stories down. They're literally 30, 35 stories down underground.
You think you got it all?
Oh, yeah, we think we got it. We think it's covered with granite, concrete, and steel.
Can I ask you, are you interested in restarting negotiations with Iran? And if so, have they reciprocated?
So our people, Marco could answer this, but our people are not, I'm not. The way I look at it, they fought, the war's done, and, you know, I could get a statement that they're not going to go nuclear. We're probably going to ask for that, but they're not going to be doing it. But they're not going to be doing it anyway. They've had it. They've had it. Now, maybe someday in the future we'll want that. But I've asked Marco, do you want to draw, I just asked him the question as we were walking on the stage, do you want to draw up a little agreement for them to sign? Because I think we can get them to sign it. I don't think it's necessary. Marco, do you want to talk about that, please?
Well, Mr. President, I think President Trump has shown a willingness to meet and talk to anybody in the world who's interested in peace. I don't know of any president that's been as willing as he has to meet with anyone and talk about peace. We'd love to have peaceful relations with any country in the world. And so obviously that'll depend on Iran's willingness not just to engage in peace, but to negotiate directly with the United States, not through some third country or fourth country process. But I know of no president, probably in our modern history, that's sought peace more than President Trump has.
Sounds like the door is open, but you're in no rush. Is that right? Sounds like the door is open. But
I'll tell you what, look, we're going to talk to them next week with Iran. We may sign an agreement. I don't know. To me, I don't think it's that necessary. I mean, they had a war, they fought. Now they're going back to their world. I don't care if I have an agreement or not. The only thing we'd be asking for is what we were asking for before about we want no nuclear, but we destroyed the nuclear. In other words, that's destroyed. I said, Iran will not have nuclear. Well, we blew it up. It's blown up to kingdom come. And so I don't feel very strongly about it. If we got a document, wouldn't be bad. We're going to meet with them, actually. We're going to meet with them. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes. Mr. President, Netherlands TV, thank you for visiting our country.
Good.
As I understood,
Thank you.
I, of course, would like to know how you slept last night at the House of the King.
Oh, I slept beautifully.
But probably a more serious question. I think you just had a meeting with President Zelensky. Did you discuss any ceasefire in this Russo-Ukrainian?
No, I wanted to know how he's doing. He was very nice, actually. You know, we had little rough times sometimes. He was, couldn't have been nicer. I think he'd like to see an end to this. I do. I think what I took from the meeting couldn't have been nicer, actually. But I took from the meeting that he'd like to see it end. I think it's a great time to end it. I'm going to speak to Vladimir Putin, see if we can get it ended. But look, these are brave people. They're fighting these wars all over the place. You know, last week they had, I guess, close to 7,000 young soldiers, Russian and Ukrainian soldiers were killed, 7,000 in 1 week. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'll be speaking to Putin. No, I had a good meeting with Zelensky. And I had a lot of good meetings. We had a lot of good meetings with a lot of people, a lot of great leaders. But he's fighting a brave battle. It's a tough battle. Yeah. Go ahead, white dress.
Thank you. Ida Hallikainen from Finland, Ilta-Sanomat.
Good.
You have played golf with President Alexander Stubb. How do you see Finland as a NATO ally and partner, and how would you describe your relationship with our president?
Well, he's a very good golfer, okay? In fact, he was on his college golf team. He went to a good college in the South, as you know, a very good college, and he was a good golfer. We had a good time. I think my relationship's great. I want to buy icebreakers. You know, you're very good at icebreakers. And I actually made him an offer. I didn't go to Congress. They'll try and impeach me for this. But there's an old, it's not old, it's fairly new, but it's used icebreaker. And I offered him about 1/3 of what he asked for. But we're negotiating. We need icebreakers in the U.S. And if we can get some inexpensively, I'd like to do that. Actually, they'll fix it up, make it good. Also, we may buy some icebreakers. You know, you're the king of icebreakers, that particular country. They make them good. They make them really good, and they know what they're doing. And so we're negotiating with them for about 15 different icebreakers, but one of them is available now. It's old, and it's, old. It's like 5-6 years old, and we're trying to buy it. I'm trying to make a good deal. It's all I do my whole life. My whole life, that's all I do is make deals. Yeah, please. Go ahead. Sir, go ahead.
Yeah, a question for NewsHour, Dutch TV. First of all, on Article 5, on your way here, you spoke about the commitment of the U.S. to Article 5, saying, I'll give you my definition once we're here. Yeah. What is your definition, and may the U.S. commitment to Article 5 change in case some of the NATO members do not reach the threshold that was discussed today? My second question is following up on a colleague on Iran. What intel reports do say that everything over there was obliterated.
Yeah, well, there are numerous of those reports, and they're coming out fast and furious. But the most respected ones we've already seen. And I will say that on a very confidential basis, they're looking at the reports, like numerous reports, and including people going to the site and checking the site. And they're going to be having, I guess you're going to be having over the next couple of days a full, you're going to encapsulate it. But no, the site was obliterated, just like I said it was. And just like the pilots should be given credit for. As far as Article 5, look, when I came here because it was something I'm supposed to be doing, but I left here a little bit differently. I said, I watched the heads of these countries get up, and the love and the passion that they showed for their country was unbelievable. I've never seen quite anything like it. They want to protect their country, and they need the United States. And without the United States, it's not going to be the same. And you can ask Mark, or you can ask any of the people that were there. It was really moving to see it. They love their country. They were so respectful of me because I'm the head of the United States. And I made, the King of Saudi Arabia, when I was in the Middle East. So I was in Qatar for a different reason, not a reason to get shot at. We were in there for economic development reasons, Qatar, UAE, and Saudi Arabia. All three leaders of those countries, and we took back $5.1 trillion into the United States. All three leaders said, you're presiding over the hottest country in the world. The United States right now is the hottest, everybody wants to be there, everybody wants a piece of it. He said, a year ago, your country was dead. You had a deadhead running it. You had a country that was dead, and it was dead. You had people pouring through the borders. You had inflation. You had everything. He said, you've made it in 5 months at that time. You've made it the hottest country. This is the hottest country in the world. The United States right now is the hottest country in the world. And when I was around that table, it was a nice group of people, many of whom I knew from previous. When I saw the passion they had for the country, almost everyone, and you probably have the tapes, it was very public, but almost every one of them said, thank God for the United States. Without the United States, they couldn't really have NATO. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It will in the future because now they're paying much more money, but it wouldn't work. It was great. And I left here differently. I left here saying that these people really love their countries. It's not a ripoff. And we're here to help them protect their country. Okay, we'll do one or two more.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah.
A question on Spain. Are you satisfied with today?
Oh, I think Spain's terrible what they've done. No, I do. They're the only country that won't pay the full up. They want to stay at 2%. I think it's terrible. And they're doing very well. The economy is very well. And that economy could be blown right out of the water with something bad happening. Spain is the only country that, are you from Spain?
Yeah.
Good, congratulations. You're the only country that is not paying. I don't know what the problem is. I think it's too bad. So we'll make it up. You know what we're going to do? We're negotiating with Spain on a trade deal. We're going to make them pay twice as much. And I'm actually serious about that. We're going to make Spain, I like Spain. I have so many people from Spain that it's a great place and they're great people. But Spain is the only country out of all of the countries that refuses to pay. And, so they want a little bit of a free ride. But they'll have to pay it back to us on trade because I'm not going to let that happen. It's unfair. It's unfair to NATO. All right, sir, please. Go ahead, right in the back. Yeah, you, tall one. The tall man.
Mr. President, Johannes Petra from Austrian National Television.
How are you?
You once said that you would end the Ukraine war in 24 hours. You later said that sarcastically.
Well, of course it was sarcastic.
But you've now been in office for 5 months and 5 days. Why have you not been able to end the Ukraine war?
Because it's more difficult than people would have any idea. Vladimir Putin has been more difficult. Frankly, I had some problems with Zelensky. You may have read about him. And it's been more difficult than other wars. I mean, look, we just ended a war in 12 days that was simmering for 30 years, frankly. We ended Rwanda and the Congo. It's coming to sign the documents. We've already signed basic documents, but they're coming, I think, to the White House on Friday. We ended, Serbia was going to go at it. But maybe the most important of all, India and Pakistan. And that wasn't whether or not they may someday have nukes like we're talking about in the Middle East, like we're talking about with Israel and Iran. This is they have nuclear weapons. I ended that with a series of phone calls on trade. I said, look, if you're going to go fighting each other, it was getting very bad. You know how bad that last attack was. It was really bad. If you're going to go fighting each other, we're not doing any trade deal. No, you have to do a trade deal. I said, we're not doing any trade deal. And in fact, I had the general, who was very impressive. The general from Pakistan was in my office last week. You know, Prime Minister Modi is a great friend of mine. He's a great gentleman. He's a great man. And I got them to reason. I said, we're not doing a trade deal if you're going to fight. And if you're going to fight each other, we're not doing a trade deal. And you know what? They said, no, I want to do the trade deal. We stopped the nuclear war. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jeff. Here's another beauty, Jeff. He's a beauty, all right. Go ahead.
Mr. President, to follow up on Ukraine, will the United States contribute any more money to Ukraine's defense this year to the $5 billion that allies are giving? And one question, you had another meeting with the Dutch opposition leader, Mr. Wilders. Can you tell us about that meeting? And are you upset about his anti-Muslim stance?
I'm not upset about it. It's just his view. He's unhappy with the way things are going in this country and various countries. He was an opposition leader. And I was asked to meet with the opposition leader by the people that are running. I think they have some deal where if you have a meeting, you're supposed to meet with an opposition leader. I said, that's strange. We don't do that. But I met with I didn't know him. He seemed like a very nice guy, but he's in opposition to the current people, and that was set up by the current people. So I assume when I met with the Prime Minister, you're supposed to meet with the opposition. We'll have to try that sometime in our country. Let's not do it. But I thought he was very good. As far as money going, we'll see what happens. There's a lot of spirit. Look, Vladimir Putin really has to end that war. People are dying at levels that people haven't seen before for a long time. Go ahead. Go ahead. White shirt. Oh, she's all excited.
Okay. So, BBC News Ukrainian.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Oh,
so my question to you is whether or not the U.S. is ready to sell anti-air missile systems Patriot to Ukraine. We know that Russia has been pounding Ukraine really heavily right now.
Are you living yourself now in Ukraine?
My husband is there.
Wow.
And
I can see you're very, it's amazing.
And me with the kids, I'm in Warsaw actually, because he wanted me to be.
Is your husband a soldier? No?
He is.
He's there now?
Yeah.
Wow. That's rough stuff, right? That's tough. And you're living here?
In Warsaw.
And you're a reporter?
I am.
Good. So let me just tell you, they do want to have the missiles, okay, as they call it.
I like the attention he placed to that woman.
And we're going to see if we can make some available.
He wanted to know who
they're
she
very hard
was.
to
That
get.
was good, that.
We need them too. We were supplying them to Israel, and they're very effective, 100% effective. Hard to believe how effective. And they do want that more than any other thing, as you probably know. That's a very good question, and I wish you a lot of luck. I mean, I can see it's very upsetting to you. So say hello to your husband, okay? Thank you.
That was nice. That was a good moment. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. You were criticizing...
Where are you from?
Bloomberg News.
Oh, Bloomberg. That's wonderful.
You were criticizing the Federal Reserve Chair before coming to this summit.
Yeah, I think he's terrible.
I was wondering if you've begun interviewing different candidates for the Fed pick.
That was a big moment.
I know
that humanizes
three or four
what,
people
the president
who are
is.
going to pick. I mean, he goes out pretty soon, fortunately, because I think he's terrible. We have no inflation. We have a
Share your
tremendous
thoughts on the
economy.
screen with that engagement
Hundreds
from
of
Trump.
billions of dollars of tariff money is pouring in. Factories are being built because they don't want to pay the tariffs, so they're building them all over the country. I think we're close to $15 trillion. I told you $5.1 trillion from the Middle East alone, but of investment money coming in. There's never been anything like that in the history of our country. But we have no inflation. And we have borrowing because Biden, stupidly, they did short-term debt. So we have borrowing coming up. And, we'll go 10 years, maybe longer, maybe shorter, but we'll go a long period of time when we do the debt. And because of him, because of this guy, we will have to pay for years. We'll be paying for him. And I said to him, listen, there's no inflation. He says, but maybe there'll be some. That's true. I said, if there is some, what you do is raise the rate. I'm okay with that. You raise the rate in 2 years from now or in a year from now. But because the rate's high, we have to pay more for debt. It's pretty equal. In other words, if it's 4%, it's 4%. If you drop it a point, you'll pay 3%. So it's fairly equal, not necessarily, but fairly equal. So we're going to end up paying maybe 2 points or 3 points more. 3 points would be about $900 billion a year because of this very average mentally person. He's an average mentally person. I'd say low in terms of what he does, low IQ for what he does, okay? Wait, so instead of paying $900 billion, we don't want to pay 900 just because he doesn't want to lower the rate. I said, if there's inflation in 2 years or 3 years or 1 year from now, you raise the rate and you take care of the inflation, among other things. But he's probably a very political guy, I guess. I don't know. I think he's a very stupid person, actually. All right, one more. Let's go. How about you? Go ahead. She looks so happy and everything.
Thank you.
That's why I picked her.
I'm from Spain, too. I'm Ana Buch from La Vanguardia. I wanted to know if...
You're where from?
Spain, too. I wanted to know if you want to...
That's the Spain corner right there. Shouldn't have said that. That's okay. I do like Spain, by the way. I think it's unfair that they're not paying, but go ahead.
Are you going to negotiate directly with Spain about...
I'm going to negotiate directly with Spain. I'm going to do it myself. They're going to pay. They'll pay more money this way. You should tell them to go back and pay. You're a reporter? You tell them to go back. They ought to join all of those countries that are paying 5%. Spain's going to be just about the only one that's not. They were the most hostile toward doing it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, all right, Kelly, go ahead. Here we go. Here's another one.
Hello, sir. Thank you very much.
We got them all today.
Okay. So, Mr. President, you talked about expecting some on-the-ground assessments at Fordo and other sites.
Now here,
is that Israeli and U.S.?
It's been obliterated, Kelly. It's been obliterated.
What is your message then, sir, to the intelligence community when they present reports? You're not disputing the DIA report. You're just...
They presented a report that wasn't finished. We're talking about something that took place 3 days ago.
I understand that, sir.
The report was done 2 days ago. Wait a minute.
Yes.
They didn't see it. All they can do is take a guess. Now, if you take a look at the pictures, if you take a look how it's all blackened, you know the fire and brimstone is all underground because it's granite and it's all underground. You don't show it. But even there, with all of that being said, the whole area for 75 yards around the hole where it hit is black with fire. The group that's run by this gentleman, in fact, you may want to talk about it for a second because we're going to issue a report. And I think it's not even a very exciting report at this point. It's been obliterated, totally obliterated. And they did a report, but it was like, if you look at the dates, it's just a few days after it happened.
Sir.
So they didn't see it. They said it may be very severe.
Understood. Do you have a message for the intelligence community, though, in terms of unvarnished information getting to you, that it's not...
I don't really have a message. I would say issue the report when you know what happened. I wouldn't say that it could be severe or maybe not. They use the word severe. It could be severe or maybe it's not.
And
so people like you picked up and said, oh, it's not severe. No, the report was not a complete report. Yeah, the message was probably wait till you know the answer before you...
And sir, did you not have a public component to your Zelensky meeting for a tactical reason with President Putin?
Let him answer this one.
Hello, Mr. Secretary.
Yeah. There's a reason the president calls out fake news for what it is. These pilots, these refuelers, these fighters, these air defenders, the skill and the courage it took to go into enemy territory flying 36 hours on behalf of the American people and the world to take out a nuclear program is beyond what anyone in this audience can fathom.
Yeah.
And then the instinct of CNN, the instinct of the New York Times is to try to find a way to spin it for their own political reasons to try to hurt President Trump or our country. They don't care what the troops think. They don't care what the world thinks.
No.
They want to spin it to try to make him look bad based on a leak. Of course, we've all seen plenty of leakers. And what do leakers do?
Look
They
for
have
the
agendas.
positive, always.
And what do? Do they share the whole
Whatever your
information
politics.
or just the part that they want to introduce? And when they introduce that preliminary, a preliminary report that's deemed to be a low assessment, you know what a low assessment means? Low confidence in the data in that report. And why is there low confidence? Because all of the evidence of what was just bombed by 12 30,000-pound bombs is buried under a mountain, devastated and obliterated. So if you want to make an assessment of what happened at Fordo, you better get a big shovel and go really deep, because Iran's nuclear program is obliterated. And somebody somewhere is trying to leak something to say, oh, with low confidence, we think maybe it's moderate. Those that dropped the bombs precisely in the right place know exactly what happened when that exploded. And you know who else knows? Iran. That's why they came to the table right away, because their nuclear capabilities have been set back beyond what they thought were possible because of the courage of a commander-in-chief who led our troops, despite what the fake news wants to say.
But you're not disputing the report said what it said, even though it was initial.
The report said what it said, and it was fine. It was severe, they think, but they had no idea. They shouldn't have issued a report until they did, but we've gotten the information. I think Pete said it better than you can say it. And, you know, you should be proud, you, especially you, should be proud of those pilots, and you shouldn't be trying to demean them.
No,
those pilots flew at great risk, a big chance that they'd never come back home and see their husbands or their wives. Let me just tell you, you and NBC, fake news, which is one of the worst, and CNN, New York Times, are all bad. They're sick. There's something wrong with them. But you know what? You should be praising those people instead of trying to find some. By getting me, by trying to go and get me, you're hurting those people. They were devastated. You know, I got a call from Missouri, great state, that I won 3 times by a lot. And I got a call that the pilots and the people on the plane were devastated because they were trying to minimize the attack. And they all said it was hit. But we don't think it was really maybe hit that badly. And they were devastated. They put their lives on the line, and then they have, and I'm not referring to you, but real scum come out and write reports that are as negative as they could possibly be. It should be the opposite. You should make them heroes and heroines. You should make them really people that they were so devastated when they heard this news. And you know what they said? One of them, I spoke to one of them, said, "Sir, we hit the site. It was perfect. It was dead on." Because they don't understand fake news, because they have a normal life, except they have to fly very big, very fast planes. But it's a shame. You should be making them heroes. All right, in the back. Go ahead, back, white, yeah. White jacket, yeah.
Powerful stuff, folks.
Go ahead, give my mic.
Powerful stuff.
Hello.
Deborah Haynes from Sky News. Mark Rutte, the NATO chief, who is your friend, he called you daddy earlier. Do you regard your NATO allies as kind of children?
No, he likes me. I think he likes me. If he doesn't, I'll let you know. I'll come back and I'll hit him hard, okay? No? He did it very affectionate. Daddy, you're my daddy.
Do you regard your NATO allies, though, as kind of like children, and they're obviously listening to you and they're spending more?
The market likes this.
And you're obviously appreciative.
Look at that. They love
of
that passion.
But do you hope
that
actually they're going to be able to defend themselves, defend Europe on their own?
I think they need help a little bit at the beginning, and I think they'll be able to. And I think they're going to remember this day. And this was a big day for NATO. You know, this was a very big day. They took it. One of the gentlemen said, "You know what? We've been trying to raise the rate for
Markets love
30
that.
years." He
Look
said,
at that.
20 years, from almost the beginning. And he's been there for a long time. He said, until
Passion.
you came along, it never happened. What you did is amazing. It's been sort of an amazing day for a lot of reasons, but also for that. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think they can do it without you, though, in the future? Can they do it without
Well, ask
the United
Mark.
States?
I mean, you have to ask Mark, okay? So we're heading back. I want to thank these 2 gentlemen behind me. They're incredible people, both of them. They've done a fantastic job. And Susie's in the front, and she's done great. And Monica, thank you very much. That was quite an exciting time. and we're going to be heading back. We'll be back soon, and we'll see you in Washington, D.C. Remember this, we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Well, a pretty wide-ranging press conference there by Donald Trump at the NATO summit.
Okay, rocking and rolling. Let me wrap that up. That was one of the most powerful moments on TV you're ever going to see. All right. So let me. The markets love this. Let me look at that. I'm going to wrap this up because I want to come back with that review. Someone gave me, where was it? BBAI, and thank you for all you do. You're very, very welcome. BBAI gave me a super chat. Let me bring this back up. Let me just make sure I've got the right one for you. So BBAI, I'm sure it sounds familiar to me. I think I've done it before. Oh, Big Bear. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is this the one you're talking about? This is Craig Bow. Craig Bow, you wanted... is this the stock you wanted me to cover? Is this the one you wanted me to cover? Just let me know. BBAI. I'm sure that's the one, but I just want to make doubly sure. So if you could just confirm that's the stock that you want me to review. I'll take a break and I'll come back and I'll do it. You gave me a $20 super chat. So I will do it. But I want to do a reaction video to both of those things that we've just seen. If you can just confirm that's the right one. That's the way you do it. Right. I'm going to give my reaction to this. You're very welcome. Yes, sir. Okay, great. Okay. Let me wrap this up. I've got some videos to come out. I got so much flipping news to do. I've still got to cover dollar cost averaging. I don't know if Sensei's watching me, but yeah, there's so much to do. It's yeah, Sensei, are you here? Are you here? Sensei is here. I've got your dollar cost averaging analysis. I want to do that as well. I wonder if I can do that now. Oh my gosh, so much to do. Okay, let me try and wrap this up. It's like I've got to prioritize what's the most important thing to do. I mean, making money is easy. The hard part is to keep it, but we've got to let's keep the live going. Well, I mean, if I get a lot of super chats to say carry on, I'll carry on. But you know, I got to take breaks, folks. But I will carry on if everybody wants me to carry on, and you want to support the channel, do some super chats, and I'll carry on. Let's see how that goes. But let me just do this a minute. Let me just do this just a second. Right. Okay. Let me just clear the screen. The time is 9:51. 9. I'll play all the super chats in a minute. I'm just going to make a special thing here. Donald Trump, some of the most powerful, emotional exchanges you're ever likely to hear and see. There are two videos here, back to back. First of all, the President of the United States talks directly to a young lady who is a reporter who has a husband in Ukraine as a soldier. He speaks directly to her in a NATO conference in a way you've never seen before. Very emotional, very real. I'm now going to play you that live exchange, unedited, as it happens. You draw your own conclusions. Before you watch this, I want to be absolutely clear. I'm completely impartial on this show. I'm not political in any way. I'm a green card holder from the United Kingdom. I don't vote. I can't vote. I will be a citizen of the United States soon. I intend to get my citizenship. However, this show is about supporting everyone and giving everyone a voice and giving you facts and information above everything else. Not interested in politics. Well, I am interested in politics, but I'm interested in doing what's right, not siding with one person or another. What you're about to hear now is an exchange, unedited reel, where Donald Trump directly speaks to this young lady who is very emotional, very real, and I want you to decide, was it a good exchange? Did you learn something from how the president thinks? I think this is a very important moment. I'm now going to carry on with this this live exchange. After it, at the end, make sure you watch to the end, because you're then going to see something even more dramatic when the president is challenged on the validity of these attacks on Iran's nuclear sites. And boy, does it get heated. I'll put that at the end. And now, on with this first exchange. So there you go. What do you make of that? Quite powerful stuff. I think you agree. I did promise you, if you watch to the end, I'm going to lead you into the next part when Donald Trump takes on the press regarding the attacks on Iran and the validity of them. And boy, does it get heated. Very rare you get to see stuff like this live, unedited as it happens. I will put that video just there. You want to watch that right now. And if you want to join us on Friday for the party of the year, that will be just there. It's our 4th anniversary on Friday, and we're celebrating the show and all our Lucas Aids, what we've achieved over the last 4 years. That'll be here. Go and check this out first, and then join us on Friday for the party. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, and now I'm going to do this. So you watched the first part of my presentation today with Trump talking from NATO on the exchange between the lady who had her husband in the middle of the war in Ukraine. But now we're going to come on to an even more passionate and quite dramatic scenes from the NATO event today from Donald Trump. An exchange regarding the validity of the war and the damage caused or not caused by the attacks on the nuclear sites. And what I'd like to leave you on this before I let this play to you, and you want to watch this, it's live, unedited and real, is this message, which I'm afraid is being lost in the United States at the moment. This is the United States. United. No united about it. I am living here in Dallas, Texas, because I married a Dallas lady, a Texan, but I'm obviously very much from England. I have my home in England, but I live here and work here. My studio is here in Texas, and I love the United States, and I wish that Americans would love the United States as much as immigrants who come here, like me. Half the country fights the other half. No matter what your politics, you should celebrate what your country does and how it defends itself. Whether you like Trump or not, and I'm completely impartial, you should always look for the good. Have an open mind, but not look for the bad. Look for the positive in everything and embrace it. Whether you like Trump or whether you don't, the United States Army, Air Force, Navy, all were involved, went after nuclear weapons, nuclear facilities in another country in a very hostile, dangerous environment through flew halfway across the world. As we heard today, the pilots flew 36 hours. You try and fly for 36 hours non-stop. I know, I've traveled around the world. It's pretty difficult. And I'd imagine dressed in full combat gear, I wouldn't imagine they're sitting there in a pair of pajamas and a shorts and t-shirt like we find ourselves when we travel around the world. They flew across the world in hostile environments, potentially could be shot down, to take out threats to the world, and then the first thing they got was criticised. Was it really any good? And we heard that the pilots and we heard that those involved were quite distressed by the fact they lived through a very dangerous thing to try to do something that their commander-in-chief had ordered them to do. They have no option. And then when they get back from home, they're rubbished by the press. Now, I'm not political, but I do always believe in looking for the positive and what's right and what's good. I'm always trying to find the truth. Of course, people lie and make stuff up. We don't hear on this channel ever, but people do. I understand it. But at least look for the positive in something and find out what really happened rather than looking for the negative. And this morning, what you're about to hear is an exchange from the press to Donald Trump and his counterparts and guests on stage with him. And you're going to see something very powerful and very dramatic. And the moment this exchange went out, the stock market went up. The stock market reacted to this. It liked it. And it's good. You should like it. You should get behind it. I get very, very angry about stuff like this. No matter what it is, I get up every morning and I try to do the very, very best with my day. Suited and booted, shaved, tie on. You won't see me sitting here with a baseball cap in my pajamas, not caring. I'm always looking to be better. I'm always looking to do what's right and find the good in everything. And sadly, a lot of people in America don't look at life like that. How can we attack somebody? Now, you might not like Donald Trump. You might be against Donald Trump. You might love Donald Trump. Not interested whether you love or hate, but try to find the positive rather than the negative. I'm now going to play you that video, unedited, as it happened, and you decide. Was there real passion in this? Was it necessary for the press to come out and try to discredit what the president had done, what the armed forces had done? Journalism is one thing. Look into the facts, but try to discredit it when you don't have all the information just because you want to be able to produce something and sell something. This is why I am making this live. I do the very opposite of what media does. This is why I have got another CEO on my show tomorrow. They want to be on my show rather than Bloomberg, CNBC, because it's live. I'm making this video live. This is not me sitting in the studio away from my audience. I'm doing this live in my show because I believe in doing what's right and being accountable. I'm not here to sell the news. I'm here to let you know what's going on. I'm not here to sell it. I'm doing it live. I don't make money from live videos. Live streams. YouTubers make money from videos. I'm making this in a live stream to do what's right. What is wrong with people always looking for the negative so they can sell some stupid videos and make some stupid ad revenue, some stupid papers, rather than facing people live? That's what I do. And I was very proud today, and I am not an American, I'm English, but I'm very proud today to see that the president and his guests on stage with him, taking on the press live, telling you how it is, not how they want it to be, to sell some stories. And now on with that unedited video as it happened live this morning. So what do you make of that? That was a live stream directly as it happened. Leave me your thoughts below in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts on what you just heard. Now, a few moments before this video came out, there was another one, an exchange that I shared just before. And if you watch to the end, I'm going to reward you now with that link. Here is the, here is the event that happened just before when Trump spoke to a lady whose husband is in Ukraine in the middle of the war. You need to go and listen to that. What do you think of that? And right here is the event for Friday. On Friday, we got a members only party to celebrate our 4th anniversary. So go and check this one out, and then join us on Friday for the party. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Right. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Let me bring back the alerts. Did we get anybody that wants me to carry on? I don't think so. Let's have a quick look. And let me just read out these. Let me bring this up here. Let me replay these. I missed 2 super chats, and I want to thank the people that sent them to me. Recent events. Come on. Here we go.
Donda donated $10 through a super chat. Thanks for all the work. Could you take a look at PSTV? It had a little squeeze this morning.
PSTV. That'll have to be on my normal list. Big Bear. I'm doing that when I come back. Review. Okay, when I come back, I'll do that. You want me to look at PSTV. I should put this on the list. Because $10 is the normal price, so I'll just put that on the normal list. Plus therapeutics. Let me write that down. It goes on the list just there. Second on the list because it's $10. PSTV. Is it plus therapeutics? Can you just confirm that's the right one? Plus therapeutics. Can you just confirm that is correct? All right, $10. I'm just writing that down so I know what was tipped for that. Okay. Can you just confirm that was the right one? Please, if you wouldn't mind. What happened there? Did that just wobble? My mind just... Okay, I thought I just saw something there. Ignore me. And I had another one here.
Denise Bruckner donated $5 through a super chat. Need to take your breaks. Your health is important.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much indeed. That's what I will do. I'm not sure what that means. What's this one here? What does that one there mean? Oh, it's a super sticker. Super sticker here. It says, Shiba dog shaking his body from left to right, surrounded by red hearts. I missed it. I missed that one. I'm not sure what that means, but someone sent a super sticker in. Thank you so much for your support. That's very kind of you. Right. So I'm going to come back with those events. I'm going to do that. Let me go to all comments. Let me read the last one. Best YouTube channel. Thank you very much indeed. Trump and his team did great job. I think so. I agree. Powell is an idiot. I wouldn't say Powell is an idiot. No. No. Keir Starmer is an idiot. Everybody thinks everyone's an idiot. Fair enough. I'm from Belfast. I can't agree with you more, Martin. Loads of magic here in the United States. I am in Tampa, Florida. Yeah, I know, Ronan. It's always the people that come from other countries who appreciate the United States more than the people who live here. I see it all the time. And it's a great, great shame. You can question the effect of the mission and still hold great regard for the military men. They carried out precise mission, but maybe the bombs were not as effective as thought. That's very fair, but the way it was put across has been really terrible. United we stand, divided we fall, correct? Someone's political view should not be how you judge someone. Character and integrity is a true measure of a man. Thank you, Craig. And Trump has none, said David D. You're a class act, Martin. Thank you, John Hoffman. That's very kind of you. Thank you much. The press are there to get a reaction so they can report on it and put it in their news. Press like bad news or shocking news. The news is mostly bad news too. As a kid, when I watched the news, it was impartial and didn't share its own point of view. They still do in England. It's United States. It's opinion based. It's all just for drama and effect, and it's just stupid. I hate it. Thank you. That's the one. Okay, great. Today, you're very welcome. That's my news popped up in first headline. Trump uses F-bomb. I'm sure they are more important. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It just sells news. It's stupid. I hate it. Just want to thank you for the Canaan stock review. Just wanted to thank you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Do you think that Tilray will ever do anything, or just maybe? I wouldn't touch it. Why bother? There's so many things you can buy. Why do you even care what Tilray does? Just go somewhere else. I mean, it's silly. Anyway, I am not a member, but I want to use this chance to say that I love watching your show. Keep it up, Martyn. Crypto Connect. Thank you so much indeed. Appreciate it. Okay. You're going to miss some great stuff then if you're not a member. Our interviews, our CEO interviews. Anyway, thank you for your support. Let me wrap this up. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back, do a review. I'm going to put these videos out. I've got my dollar cost averaging. Wow. Sensei brought this out this morning, right? Let's have a look. Was it out today, Sensei? Dollar cost averaging? Or was it yesterday? I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, the opportunity cost reality. Buy the dip with available money and opportunities. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Sensei, yeah, exactly right. Exactly spot on, Sensei. Yeah, I'm going to cover that when I come back. You don't want to miss the closing bell. I will do a special on that. All right, I've got to get out of here. Listen, folks, I've got a great one. I've got a great one coming up this afternoon. Just going to give you all the links. Who's with me? Let me give you all the links. There's my X. There's my Instagram. There's how to become a member. I said to you, I promised you all that I would give you, if you watch to the end, a free training course. We've got a new video coming out today. I've just got to get and do it, guys. It's already done. I've just got to publish it. Every single week, we bring out a training video for free with one-on-one support. We'll answer all your questions one-on-one for you for free. It's part of our Discord service, and I will give you the link. There's the Discord link. Discord Premium is $2.99. That's all it costs. We can't make it any cheaper. It's the minimum you can make it. And we give you the training course for free in addition to that. So I'll give you the training course now. It's on Discord, so make sure that you get this. I promised you I would do that. There you go. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. Let me just do that. And the newsletter today will accompany. You want the newsletter for tomorrow, because tomorrow we got a live CEO interview, and you're going to get the notes of the interview before it goes out. So loads of great stuff. Let me see if anyone followed me on X today. This is it. Dollar cost averaging. Beauty. Absolutely beauty. You wait until I explain this today. It's going to all those flipping idiots who keep saying dollar cost averaging, buy the dip. Rubbish. I proved it yesterday on a video, and now Sensei's backed it up with actual chart analysis. So it's great. I love it. Did I get any followers today on X? Let's have a look. People sharing and liking. That's nice of you. Reposting. That's nice. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Insane terrain followed me. Thank you so much indeed. I want to thank everybody that follows me every day. If you take the time to follow me, I want to support you. I want to like your posts. That's nice. David, congratulations, Mark. I really mean that. I know how hard you work when I see it. Yeah, thank you thank you so much. Let me reply to that one. Yeah. Let me reply to that. Thank you, mate. I always respond to my members, help you grow on X as well. Means so much. There you go. I like supporting people that support the show, all-time show, yeah. I'll give you a... What's that? Why can't this all... Oh, it's blocked you. What the hell? You're commenting on me, but you're blocked. Right, that means... That doesn't look right. Are you trying to rip off my channel? You block me and you're stealing my content. What's all that about? Okay. I want to block you. This is not a good block, yeah. I don't want you commenting my stuff and you're just some scammer. There you go. What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with people? Lazy. Lazy people that just want to live on somebody else's content. Ain't got time for people like that. Thank you, Eugene. You do everything. You're amazing. Right, there you go. Never understand why people are so lazy. Can't be bothered to work. Good for you. When will Powell cut the rates? I would expect July. I thought it would be now, but there you go. Right, I've got to get out of here. I've got so much to do. Let me give everyone the link to Extra. I'm replaying this morning's show. Live now on Extra. I'll be back soon with much, much more. Now live now on Extra. There you go. Let me add that to the top. If you join me there now, you can talk to me live and I'll give you all the links and what's going on. You can watch the show that you missed this morning. Plus, you've got live chat, so everyone's supporting each other. Let me make sure that this live show goes there. Live now. Live now. There you go. And then customize there. Redirect there, save. Okay, we're going to go over to the Extra channel. I'm taking a break. I'll see you back in a bit. Thank you ever so much. Look out for the videos, the premieres, dollar cost averaging, in the newsletter, the interview tomorrow. Whew. I can't even do it all. I've got to pick which is the best stuff for you. What's going to benefit the most. I don't care what gets the most views. It's what can help you the most. So there's just too much to do. Join me now on the Extra channel. Come and say hello and I'll be there with you and I'll see you back in a bit. I love you all. I'm excited about Friday, our anniversary. I'll be back with the Big Bear review, dollar cost averaging, interviewing the CEO from Widepoint, Gorilla, Google, Trump, Angry, the intros, all that stuff. All right, okay, that's it. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. Thank you ever so much. I'll see you all back in a bit. Take care of yourselves and each other.